forward to a great game tonight.
Yeah, Tom, our last game together was May 5th, 2019. It was Cinco de Mayo, and the Wave defeated the Monterey Flash to win the 2019 MASL Championship.
And I will say it was a lot warmer when we came in for that game. Game time temperature then was about 75 degrees. Take about 60 off of that for tonight. You've got tonight's temperature. Well, nobody can complain that we haven't had great indoor soccer weather here in Milwaukee in the upper Midwest this winter. It's been a grind, but hey, 3 months from now it'll be Milkman baseball season, so it's all good. And for you Kansas City fans, the Monarchs, the defending American Association champions, will get ready to take the field as rivals of the Milkmen. But here the rivalry is the Wave and the Comets. Played twice. Kansas City is 2-0. The first meeting in KC back on December 29th. Tight one for the first three quarters. Comets pulled away in the fourth, ended up winning 10-4. And then they met 2 days later here in Milwaukee in the Wave's home opener, New Year's Eve day. Wave jumped out to a 3-0 lead. KC eventually rallied for a 6-5 victory. Comets 9-1-1. They top the Central Division. 28 total points, scoring 84, giving up 54. The Wave at 5-6-1. Milwaukee bouncing back from an 0-4-1 start to force their way back into playoff contention. Scored 77, giving up 85. And until the Comets won those first two games of what will turn out to be a 6-game season series matchup, Milwaukee had defeated them 14 of the previous 16 times. So I still got to believe, Art, for the holdovers the Wave has had over the past few years, still got to be fairly confident matching up against the Comets.
Well, in both games the Wave has played the Comets this year, Tom, they've jumped out to leads. As you said, 3-0 at home, and then 2-0 in Kansas City. Unfortunately, they haven't been able to close the deal, but as Giuliano Oliviero, the Wave coach, said earlier this week, we're a different team than we were back in late December. So I know the guys have had a good week of practice. They're fired up. As you mentioned, the Wave has totaled 14 points in the last 7 games after a very slow start, just 1 point in their first 5 games. We're starting the second half of the season here tonight, and the Wave, with 5 of the next 6 after tonight on the road, they need to come out tonight and get some points here at home.
Even though you haven't been up in the booth with us for a while, Art, obviously you followed this team very closely. You follow the MASL very closely. Give me some of your thoughts and observations about both the Wave, the Comets, and the MASL so far this season.
Well, the Wave and the Comets, I mean, they're who they are, right? I think the big difference between the two teams, the Comets played last year, okay, the league was 7 teams. The Wave sat out after winning the championship in 2019, played 2020. It was the strike-shortened season. But I think the fact that the Wave didn't play the 2021 season, it really kind of was a factor in them getting off to a slow start and Kansas City getting off to a hot start, if you will.
And we've seen that trend throughout the league. Everybody who played last year, all 7 teams, with the exception of Tacoma, the other 6 are in the playoff race. In fact, all the rest of them besides Tacoma look like they're probably going to be in the playoffs, or at least 5 of those remaining 6. And the teams that sat out, Milwaukee, Utica, Chihuahua as their new team this year, and Harrisburg, all struggling. So there's no question. I think the fact the teams that played last year, obviously that's been a big advantage to them to start this season.
Well, and you look at the Wave, not only didn't they play last year, but they've got a lot of new players from the team they last saw on the field in 2020. Gone are Robert Renault, Isaac Pereira, Chino. You've got a whole new cast of characters, which include Derek Huffman, who's played very, very well here for the Wave. You've got Gordy Gerson. Obviously, Josh Lamos. Losing Josh Lamos in the goal has been a huge loss for the Wave. Matty Perella bounced back last week, was player of the game. So he's trending upwards. But it's a total new team, and I think the fact that they've won 5 of their last 7 games, Giuliano and Tenzin Rampa, the assistant coach, and Jimmy Larkin have this team headed in the right direction.
Yeah, no question about it. I think players and coaches Probably took a little while to regroup after not having played last year, but no question that I think they've got the team trending in the right division. But again, it's going to be a tough one tonight, tough weekend. You've got the Comets back-to-back here tonight, tomorrow in KC, and then the following week, just one game, but it's going to be in San Diego against the currently undefeated San Diego Sockers. So this is a huge three-game stretch for the Wave.
Yeah, I guess if there's any good news for the Wave, it's Kansas City's top goalie, Nicolau Neto, is not in the nets tonight. It's Lou Meisner. Meisner's played well in the 2 games he's played, but he's certainly not Neto. So the Wave has to take advantage of the fact that they're going up against Kansas City's second string keeper, and really get off to a good start and then close the deal here tonight.
Got a nice crowd gathered here tonight on a Saturday night in Milwaukee. And the Wave and the Comets getting it on for the 26th time in the MASL era. Milwaukee leads the all-time series in the MASL 15-10. But again, the Comets have won the first 2 in the meetings between the clubs this season.
As we honor America. Presenting the colors for tonight's game are Girl Scout Troop 9181 and Girl Scout Troop 8230. And now, performing our national anthem, please welcome Greendale Middle School. Greendale Middle School and our national anthem. And the colors for today's game from Girl Scout Troop.
Professional Construction Incorporated is a proud partner of the Milwaukee Wave. PCI's mission is to provide their customers with the highest level of service, workmanship, and professionalism in the industry. Whether you have a plan or are looking for direction, their knowledgeable team is on hand to walk you through the products available and the construction process. From commercial to residential, give them a call at 262-363-0886 or visit them online at professionalconstructioninc.com.
All right, we are just about ready to start tonight's game between the Milwaukee Wave and the Kansas City Comets. Tom went along with Art Kramer here with you from Panther Arena in Milwaukee, and we'd like to welcome you wherever you may be tuning in tonight's game here in Milwaukee or Wisconsin, in Kansas City, or the states of Missouri or Kansas, in the United States of America, the North American continent, the planet Earth, the International Space Station, or worlds beyond. Welcome, one and all. Tom and Art with you here from the Panther Arena, initially opened in 1950 and going as strong as ever as home of the Wave.
Tom, you have used that shtick for years and years, and I always wondered, Worlds Beyond, what are Worlds Beyond? And I can tell you for the last 2 years, I think I've been in Worlds Beyond.
Well, I got to believe the Canton Invaders still have a soft spot in the heart of the fans for the Worlds Beyond. That's for sure, especially because you played for them back in the day, so got to be a connection there. The officials for today's match are brought to you by Capelli. Capelli is the official uniform sponsor of the MASL game officials. Today's officials are Rich Grady and Austin Senni. And the official match ball of the MASL is designed and produced by Flight. expertly designed for the indoor game, Flight is the premier partner of choice. Flight, challenge everything. There you get a look at the Wave in their black and gold uniforms. As they prepare to take the field, there's Matt Perella, the starting keeper for Milwaukee. Matty has pretty much taken over as the #1 man. Both he and Augie Ray, the rookie keeper from UWM, split the first 4 games of the year, but since then, Perella's taken charge. And there's the head coach from Milwaukee Wave, Giuliano Oliviero, now in his 8th season, guiding the Wave to the MASL title back in 2018-19. And hoping to see his team stay on a roll here. If they can capture victory here today, Milwaukee is coming off a 4-3 win over the Harrisburg Heat right here last Saturday. Comets, meanwhile, coming off a 6-5 loss in overtime to the Chihuahua Savage. That was at the Cable Dahmer Arena in Independence, Missouri, last Saturday night. There you get a look at Perella. Matt having a pretty solid season. This is his 10th starting appearance. A record of 5-3-1, 6.60 goals against average, 695 save percentage. He is 7th in the league in each of those categories. His counterpart, dressed in bright orange, like he's getting ready to go out on a deer hunting expedition, is Lou Meisner. Meisner, the 3rd-year man at a Benedictine college in Kansas, as the foul was called in Milwaukee. And as Art mentioned, he's played pretty well for KC so far this year.
I thought he played phenomenal the other night, last week against Chihuahua. In the second quarter, Tom, he stood on his head and made 3 or 4 fantastic saves. The only problem, he kicked 2 balls out of bounds in the 4th quarter, and both top-of-the-arc restarts led to Chihuahua goals, and they tied the game at 4 off those 2 restarts.
So Meisner 1-0-1 in his 2 previous starts, of 4.94 goals against average, 688 save percentage. Nicolau Neto, the #1 keeper, as we get a foul called against Leo Gibson. Gibson is the player coach and leading scorer for the Kansas City Comets. Neto having a great year, 8-1 with a 4.57 GAA and a 737 save percentage. So Meisner's got some big shoes to fill. Wave controlling it. They go right to left here in the first quarter. Gordy Gerson looking across, pass broken up, and Gibson will come away with it for KC. Gerson able to poke it away from behind. Marcio chasing as Nacho Flores continues to hound Milwaukee back in their defensive end. Here's Jonathan Bachar, the Ecuadorian native, able to play it off Tyler Turner. Nice pass up ahead for Alete. Marcio trying to fend off the defender, and foul going to be called.
You can see here in the first minute and a half, Tom, both teams want to pressure the ball high up the field, which should lead to an up-and-down exciting game.
That was Absalom Solorio with the foul, number 98. Centering pass as Bennett was coming right down Main Street on a beautiful ball from LSO, but he could not redirect it in.
It was a good ball from LSO. Unfortunately for Ian, it was on his off foot. It was on his left foot, and it just kind of caught off his heel and missed to the near side.
Far side, battling for it over there is Drew Wiedebach, the Mequon, Wisconsin native, former star for the Milwaukee Panthers. Always appropriate, I think, Art, when former stars for the Milwaukee Panthers end up playing at Milwaukee Panther Arena. Wiedebach, assistant coach Tenzin Rampa, go all the way back to the legendary Pete Knezick.
And Weedy finally finding the field just 2 games ago, and he paid immediate dividends, 2 goals in his first 2 games for Andrew Wiedebach.
We'll see if he can keep it going here tonight. Comets able to pull it up the other way. Here's Adam James, potential 2-on-1. His pass across, deflects off of Byron Gutierrez. Now able to recover after some help from Perella. Gutierrez still hemmed in on the near side in case he's going to take it away. That's Ray Lee with it there. Lee, the former star from St. Louis University. There's a shot straight on, save Perella. Rebound going to the far side. Ramon Palmer with a good crack that time, and Perella with a good save. Now Ray Lee trying to get it on his left foot. He's a very pronounced left-footed shooter. So he did not want to take that shot with the right foot, but he does have a lethal left foot. Pressuring out front as James Weber keeping the pressure on there. Weber from Hartford, Wisconsin, the all-time leading prep scorer in Wisconsin high school history. Across the middle, bouncing shot just wide. Oh, Adam James with a great look that time after the nice pass to Marquez. Now centering pass, shot, save, Perella! As he stops Nacho cold. And the outlet to Steinwasser, one hops into the penalty box down there. Well, Matt Perella having to come up big here early, Art.
Yeah, the Wave got caught double teaming the ball that time when Marquez was in the corner. And then you saw that back end of that play where Perella came up with the big stop.
Perella having some problems trying to get the handle on that one, but the Wave does clear the zone. Far side, I believe we're going to foul called on Andre Hain, and Mirko Sandavari taking exception to it. And Andre bounces up, just runs away from the...
Two big men there, though, Tom. Sandavari for Kansas City and Andre Hain. That's a nice big physical matchup right there. You see Andre grabbing the back of Sandavari. Mirko didn't take too kindly to that, and he gets right in Andre's face.
I would say the intensity is dialed up a bit for tonight's game. And the two teams getting together twice within a span of 24 hours. Remember, they will be in Kansas City, more specifically Independence, Missouri, tomorrow for a rematch at 4 o'clock.
And there you see Leo Gibson, the Comets player coach, having a word with Rich Grady, the head official tonight.
Rich has worked a lot of games. This is nothing new for him to see a couple of teams battling intently.
Grady actually worked the game here in Milwaukee between the Comets and the Wave the last time out.
The Sarge.
Yes, sir.
He'll keep things organized out there. Pressure by Steinwasser as ball is sent in. Now chipped over the top. Comets trying to get it back. That is Lucas Souza. Looks like it's spelled Souza, but it's pronounced Souza, he informed us. And foul going to be called as Gerson got taken down.
As you said, Tom, I went down before the game and I said, Lucas, I said, I've heard your name pronounced many different ways. I've heard Sousa, I've heard Sosa. What is it? And he goes, it's Souza. And I said, like a Z? He said, yeah, Souza. So there it is. We now know it's Lucas Souza.
Foul was called on Tetsani. Wiedebach keeps it alive. Now Huffman walking in, plays it off the inboard. Nobody there. Pachar will track it down and leave it back for Ian Bennett, IB 26. Trying to get around Johnny Sosa. He did, but Sosa called for the foul. Christian Andrejos was also over there to provide defensive support. Still looking for our first goal in this one with 5.5 minutes gone by so far. Crowd still coming in here tonight. Going to be a nice crowd on hand. Here's Drew Wiedebach. Drew coming forward. Drew will crank up the shot wide. Rebound. Bennett! That one goes off the side of his foot to the far corner. Comets able to move it out of the zone, but Marcio Leite will track it down. Marcio set out the game against Harrisburg last Saturday, but he's back out there. Bennett, Huffman, Derek now turning, looking for somebody cutting through, but he'll have to cycle it back out for Marcio. Now in for Huffman. Huff fakes the give to Marcio, turning shot right on, but a good save by Meisner.
You see Derek Huffman there. It's been a real revelation as a target man for Giuliano Oliviero and the Wave. If you notice, Huffman doesn't have the right cast on anymore. First game without that big right cast. And even though he has 8 goals and 8 assists on the season, a great, very good scoring year, that cast has been restrictive to him.
Oh, great save there by Perella. Now they center for James. Perella forces him to have to shoot it a little quickly. Off target. LSO trying to come out of there. And he is able to initially bring it up. getting chased. He's got Bennett on the near side if he can somehow get it to him, and he is run over. Foul is called. But good run upfield by LSO to move it up, and LSO is always a bit demonstrative out there after the whistle blows.
See there, Nacho Flores, number 23 for Kansas City, getting called with the foul. I like the Waves' commitment to defense that we saw on the other end, though. We started to see it last week against Harrisburg, and so far it's carried over here in the first quarter.
Tatsane was able to break up that pass and start the other way. He's coming in, and the shot and the goal. The rookie from Columbia College, Lacedo Tatsane, and he's got KC on the board. They lead it 1-0.
Tatsane up for possibly Rookie of the Year. You see him number 9. I thought Huffman was going to close him here, but when Tatsane noticed Derek back up, he took his time and did well to beat Perella there to the far right side.
4th goal of the season for Tatsane. He also has 4 assists for 8 points.
See right there, he noticed that Huffman wasn't going to close him up after Marcio had been beaten, and he just took that extra little second to compose himself and finish.
And that all came off of the foiled restart from the Wave. Perella knocking long. It'll stay in play for the corner and go right to his counterpart, Meisner. Sosa up for Gibson. Leo Gibson now in his 3rd season as player coach for the Comets. 26, 17-1 in his coaching career. Being opposed by Giuliano Oliviero in his 8th season with Milwaukee. Giuliano, a very impressive 96, 41-1. LSO able to get past one man. Now was stopped by Ramon Palmer momentarily. Ramon Palmer, longtime teammates with Robert Bertzel Palmer, who is now with Ontario.
Ramon, number 5, you see him right there. He just passed the ball. He shares the captain duties with John Sosa.
Always been a very solid player for KC. That one knocked away as Perella will come up with it. Looking to chip over the top. He does. Looking for Pachar, but it bounces into the stands. And we've reached our media timeout. So we'll take a break. 6:48 left to go first period. It's Kansas City 1, Milwaukee 0. This is Wave Soccer on MASL TV.
Perspire Sauna Studio, now open in Brookfield, offering private, individual, infrared saunas that combine intense red light therapy to detox the body, relax the mind, burn calories, ease pain, clear skin, enhance immunity, and improve sleep. With a focus on excellent customer service and a unique guest experience, Perspire aims to set the standard in infrared sauna studios across the country. Visit their location in Brookfield or online at perspiresaunastudio.com.
Ask about 40% off lenses with purchase of a frame. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
The Major Arena Soccer League. You've got Harrisburg going back for another duel with Chihuahua. 11-6 the score last night's game, with Chihuahua winning that one. And for the first time ever in MASL competition, the Baltimore Blast heading to Tacoma to take on the Stars.
Well, that Stankovic-Jungle matchup should be a great one tonight, huh? Steve Jungle, the Lord of all indoors, played most of his career with the New York Arrows, and then Tacoma at the end of his career. Mike Stankovic, the Hall of Fame defender from the Baltimore Blast. Those were the days, Tom.
Boy, those were the days. Back in that Tacoma Dome, they'd be rocking that place. KC puts it in. They go left to right. Comets getting the first goal of the contest from Tatsane at 6:50. Kansas City at 9-1-1 coming into tonight's contest. Milwaukee 5-6-1. The Wave is 4-2 at home. Comets are 5-1 on the road, so Comets have been excellent on the road so far this year. Their only loss was in St. Louis.
But as you know, Tom, being a big hockey fan, it's all about points though this year, right? It's all about points. The one-loss records are great, but it's about points. And right now, this is such a big game for the Wave because a regulation win would push them ahead of the St. Louis ambush.
Bennett trying to come in from the far board. He got cut off. Wave will get the possession back. Here's Marcio. Chipping down, Huffman heads it across and broke it up. And then looked like an obvious handball there. And I'll tell you what, Sadal, lucky he didn't get 2 minutes of that. That was a pretty intentionally played ball. As we take a look at our Wisconsin Vision Instant Replay. Look at this. Maybe not as intentional as I originally thought. But
no, that's not 2 minutes, but a free kick nonetheless.
Marcio ready to put it in. He leads the Wave in assists. Up at the top, Huffman with a shot blocked. And they're going to call a handball on Leo Gibson.
That's a tough call right there. Good job by Leo to come out and close down the angle. And let's take another look at it again. Here it is. You see Gibson come out. Yeah, he got his arm in an unnatural position. I don't disagree with the call that time by Rich Grady.
So another good restart chance for the Wave as you take a look at the KC player coach. Leo Gibson, originally from Monrovia, Liberia, played his college ball at King University in Bristol, Tennessee, the King Tornado. Huffman fires a shot, knocked down, and cleared out by the Comets momentarily. LSO trying to push it up, taken away, and the Comets coming back. 2-on-1. Past the far wing, Sosa lets it settle, shoots! And either missed or turned away. They try to play it back for Perella. He couldn't handle it. Wave still trying to break it out. Gibson, good read there. Top of the area, here's a shot, save Perella. Gibson again with a shot, save Perella. Boy, Matty really showing his wares there, defending shots so far here in the first period. KC keeping the pressure on. Now Solario off the end board and Perella able to scoop that one up. But Kansas City creating lots of chances.
Perella in self-defense mode back there in the Milwaukee net, Tom.
He was like a duck in the middle of the shooting gallery. Comets get it back and coming across with a shot. Nice block, Steinwasser. Javi Steinwasser with a good hustling play to block that shot. Again, Kansas City getting a lot of quality opportunities here early, and a foul going to be called as Gibson got tripped down.
He said it. They like to get in your face defensively, Tom.
Quick restart and Gerson gives it right up. Oh my goodness. Lucas Souza missed a 98%er. Gibson shot saved by Perella.
We call those bunnies. 98%er, bunny, whatever you want. It was definitely an easy chance that time for Souza.
Takeaway again, and the shot saved Perella as he stops Ray Lee off the end board in front. Souza can't quite get it to go. Comets
are all over the Wave right now.
What, just amazing they haven't scored at least another goal. They credit Perella with a lot of good plays. Some of Kansas City's finishing hasn't been the greatest. Steinwasser with it now. But the Wave taking a good shot from the Comets right now and still hanging in there. And that one crawling up out of play. Of course, if the glass were up, that wouldn't happen. But nonetheless, kick in for Kansas City on the far side. And Matt Perella is the man of the match so far for the Wave. Ray Lee dancing on the ball as Ian Bennett shadows him. Lee trying to get it on the right foot, rolls it in, and the save made by Perella. Again, Ray does not have a very strong right foot, shooting-wise.
He's got a darn good left foot, though,
He's got
Tom.
a great left foot, though. Absolutely he does. I think somebody once said Preki didn't have a good right foot, but that didn't seem to deter him as Lee misses on the far post. Bennett up ahead for Huffman. Wave trying to come back 3-2. Here's Derek in the middle. Derek's still coming. Lays off far side. And the shot by LSO, shot or pass, is off the mark.
Now it was a shot, just didn't hit it the way he wanted to.
LSO trying to work out of the corner, rolls it in. Sosa will move it across. Long pass ahead. Here's Ramon Palmer trying to get behind the defense. Bounces one wide. Grable out of the corner, plays it up ahead. Now Huffman running with Bennett. 2-on-3. Good job by KC to get back as Wave was changing up behind. Marcio's got some space. Trying to go toward the corner as Tetsani, good defense. Able to knock him down without fouling. And a foul eventually called against the Wave. Quick restart by the Comets. And back they come. Palmer trying to get around Wiedebach. Good job there by Drew to cut him off. And Milwaukee will start it back up. It's been a pretty good pace here to start tonight's action.
I'm really impressed with Tetsani, number 9 for Kansas City time. He's got the goal on the offensive end, and just a moment ago, great 1v1 defending against Marcio Leite. Not many players in the league are able to stop Marcio when he steps over and goes right, and Tetsani was right there to shut Marcio down.
Gutierrez with it. Now Steinwasser circling. He got tripped down. And the foul called. Did you get a look at the rookie out of the University of Indianapolis, Javi Steinwasser? And a longer look at number 27, Ali Sadal.
And that was probably the closest we've seen to a possible blue card that time as Sadal tripped down Steinwasser.
Javi's pass across is deflected away. Javi comes from what you would call a pure soccer family, Art. He's got a younger brother, Alejandro, who was also a big star with him for a couple of years at the University of Indianapolis, and a sister named Cecile, who was also a big-time player at Grand Valley State. Father is a coach in Michigan, a very established youth coach, and mom used to play college soccer as well. So the Steinwaschers are fully immersed in the sport.
And earlier this season, Javi, when he wasn't active, sat up here with you, Tom, and called a game. Did pretty well.
Did pretty well, but we lost that one. That was, in fact, against KC, so we quickly moved him out and got Taylor Pill in.
who won 4 in a row. Because I heard what you said last game was, the pressure's on Art Kramer. And Tom, do you really think that the outcome of the game has anything to do with who's up in the broadcast booth?
Probably not, but I couldn't resist putting that one in there. Yeah, our producer Ian Thompson saying he's undefeated so far this year at 4-0. He shared that streak with Taylor Pill. 30 seconds ago here in the first quarter. And still hard to believe there's only been one goal produced despite the activity going up and down the field. Turner back for Perella. He'll chip it out to midfield. Huffman trying to head it on. Bennett coming in. Here comes IB trying to roll far post, but couldn't quite find the ring. Good job by Meisner. Come out and cut the angle. Huffman keeps it alive. Turner! We're tied at 1.
Great work that time by Derek Huffman. Not only did he set Bennett up the first time after a slight push in his back, but he then pursued the play into the corner and was able to find Turner. And Turner, the rookie, comes forward. Watch this strike. It beats Lou Miser up into the upper corner. A postage stamp goal that time by Turner. And you see right there in front, number 23, Nacho Flores, instead of standing strong and making his body big and blocking the shot, bailed out. Watch number 23, Nacho. See him on the ground right there. Got to stand tall. That time Nacho bailed on it, and Turner made him pay.
Tyler Turner with his second goal of the year, also has an assist for 3 points. Derek Huffman will get the assist. And Huffman now with 9 assists, 17 points, third on the Wave team scoring list, despite the fact that he missed the first 3 weeks of the season with a broken hand. Big goal for Milwaukee as the period comes to an end. We go to the second. It's the Wave one, the Comets one. This is Wave Soccer and MASL TV.
Perspire Sauna Studio, now open in Brookfield, offering private, individual, infrared saunas that combine intense red light therapy to detox the body, relax the mind, burn calories, ease pain, clear skin, enhance immunity, and improve sleep. With a focus on excellent customer service and a unique guest experience, Perspire aims to set the standard in infrared sauna studios across the country. Visit their location in Brookfield or online at perspiresaunastudio.com. A brand new coffee and cocktails experience is awaiting you on the campus of Ballpark Commons in Franklin. Blend coffee and cocktails, offering a unique take on the coffee house experience. Coffee house by day, cocktail lounge by night, with a delicious breakfast and dinner menu. Learn more and start your order at blendcc.com. Calling all bartenders, baristas, and mixologists. Rock Ventures is hiring. If you're looking to make some extra money, you could start training now and be set for the summer. Email Brian C. at rocventures.org.
We treat elite athletes exactly like we treat you. Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital.
UP and Abraham is proud to sponsor the 2021-2022 Milwaukee Wave soccer season. UP and Abraham has been happy to support the Milwaukee Wave and the local soccer community for many years. Visit our promotional booth at select home games to get free UP and Abraham swag. For more information on Wave games, contests for free tickets, and other upcoming events in the community, visit hupi.com.
Get ready to tee off like you never have before. Opening this summer on the campus of Ballpark Commons in Franklin, Lux Golf Bays. A high-tech driving range with 57 golf bays on 3 stories overlooking a 250-yard-long turf range with Doppler technology. A second-floor indoor event space for your private event or group outing. Also a heated, covered beer garden, along with 2 brand-new restaurants. Become a member, learn more, and plan your event at luxgolfbays.com. Professional Construction Incorporated is a proud partner of the Milwaukee Way. PCI's mission is to provide their customers with the highest level of service, workmanship, and professionalism in the industry. Whether you have a plan or looking for direction, their knowledgeable team is on hand to walk you through the products available and the construction process. From commercial to residential, give them a call at 262-363-0886 or visit them online at professionalconstructioninc.com.
Ask about 40% off lenses with purchase of a frame. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
You see some of the crowd gathered here at Panther Arena in Milwaukee. We get set to start the second period of action. Wave and the Kansas City Comets tied up 1 apiece. There's the man, Van McNeil, now in his 23rd season as public address announcer.
See that ring he had on? What year was that, Tom? Championship ring.
I think that's the most recent. I think that's 2019 right there.
Nice.
Take away Comets. Andreas trying to look near corner. Perella steps out to get it. Still trying to see if we can get the first quarter stats for you. Meisler comes way out to get it. Bennett trying to see if he could put it by with a couple of defenders protecting the goal. Now Meisler sweeps it away to the corner. Wiedebach able to poke it out of there for a moment, but Kansas City breaks the pressure. And Souza is put down. Foul is called.
Well, LSO, fortunate he didn't get a blue card that time, but Lou Meisner in the Kansas City net must have felt like he didn't get enough work in the first quarter, because he comes out as all over the place defensively here to start the second.
So foul called against Milwaukee, and Comets and Wave now knocking it around at midfield. All the way back to Meisner. Gotta love that outfit that Lou's got on, that's for sure. Well color coordinated, and certainly contrasts with everything else. Weber has the pass broken up. Wave hustling back defensively, so the Comets will have to recycle back to midfield. Shots on goal in the first period, Kansas City 10, Milwaukee 5. Seemed like it was a much greater disparity than that. Bouncing shot in the goal. Who else? The player coach, Leo Gibson, 2-1 KC.
Gibson that time using his body well. I believe that was Matthew Yang possibly. Who's that marking him there, Tom? It's a good job by Gibson that time to get his body in between the Wave defender and then just let it come across his body. Bouncing shot beats Perella.
That might have been Gutierrez who was
Gutierrez, yep,
that
that's exactly who it was. One of the things the Wave would like to do is front the Kansas City targets and not allow them to receive the ball deep like Gibson just did.
Gibson with his 19th goal of the year. That tops KC. He's among the league leaders. Ian Bennett leads with 26. And Leo Gibson also with 10 assists this year, 29 points. Gibson now with 406 career MASL points, second only to Ontario's Frank Taillou, who leads with 420. Nice takeaway there, Marcio. Lays it off Steinwasser. Javi trying to maneuver top of the area, had it taken away. Long pass ahead to James. And he's getting called for a foul as he was getting challenged by Jonathan Pachar. Crowd of about 3,000 here tonight. As you get a look at the Kansas City bench. Long for Huffman over his head. Ray Lee will head it back to Meisner.
One of the big keys for the Wave, Tom, is going to be limiting their touches against Kansas City's immediate pressure. If you take too many touches or try to dribble, you're going to get it stripped away from you. We've seen that a number of times here in the first half.
Yeah, Kansas City does not give you a lot of space defensively, and it seems to me, Art, they're willing to risk the trade-off between upfield pressure and perhaps giving up some odd man rushes if teams can break those pressures. Header down, Pachar trying to get it back, but Meisner covers up.
The Comets are one of the best teams in the league in transition on both sides of the ball. And that really was brought into the Comets system from Vlatko Andonovski. And it's still, that influence, you see it still here today. Vlatko left in 2017, I believe.
Yep, now the U.S. Women's National Team coach. Pearson will play it back and go off with a change.
Kansas City more content now to sit back a little bit, absorb some of this pressure from the Wave.
There's Ian Bennett. Gets it back, and we got a whistle. And a foul's going to be called against Sadal. Wave screamed for a handball, but they're not.
Watch again here. Huffman tries to play it. Sadal, oh, that's definitely 2 minutes right there. Sadal, that's what Huffman was looking for, but it's going to be a free kick deep into Kansas City area here.
Still a good chance. Marcio on it. And down in the corner, knocked away. LSO gets it back. Ian, he'll crank up the shot. Oh, that one just misses. Rebound, follow, good save there by Meisner. Kick save and a beauty from Meisner. LSO takes it away. Good job there by LSO off the inboard, and it's cleared out by KC.
As you said, Meisner's best save that time. Huffman one time off the ball off the boards, but Meisner came across, kick save and a beauty.
Weber tries to put it off the inboard, scooped up by Meisner. Outlet Ramon Palmer, I should say, and cleared in the stands. It'll be Kansas City ball. Comets leading 2-1. And again, if you would just watch this game without seeing how the finishing turned out or the quality opportunities without a look at the goal, you'd think for sure there had to be double the amount of goals scored here so far tonight. Again, the keepers have both been outstanding, and but by the same token, some of the finishing hasn't been that great. We're going to have a delay of game foul called now on either Gerson or Grable. And Stewart, you can tell, is not very happy with the situation. Stewart's got his old soccer club here tonight, the Neenah Soccer Club on hand. Watching the game tonight, Stewart from Neenah, and then went on to play at UW-GB before coming to the Wave. And the kick blasted up into the stands. Goalkeeper distribution for Matt Perella in the Wave. There you get a look at Matt, native of New Jersey, played his college soccer at Rider University, and they're going to say
4-second violation that time. Don't see that called very often.
Too much time on the possession for Perella. Call was made by Austin Senni.
That's right. It just probably in the league, he put the ball down to himself. On the goalkeeper distribution, you have to release it to your teammates. And that was what the call was. It wasn't a 4-second call.
All right, free kick. Sosa will move it across. Here's Souza. So you got Sosa and Souza among the field players for KC. Lucas Souza having a nice second year after he was the MASL Rookie of the Year last year for KC. Good step up there by LSO. Pushes down Souza, and he'll start up on a 3-2. And cut off by Ray Lee. Avoids one man. Ray Lee showing off some skills. Ray Lee tried to go to Gibson at the post, had it deflected away. Gibson gets it back, bangs it through, nobody there. Lee sends it back in, and Perella's got it. Gutierrez, Milwaukee native, in his rookie year with the Wave, played professionally down in Mexico, 3rd division, before coming back to Milwaukee in the Wave. Here's Adam James. James, a third man out of Benedictine College. Now here's Sandovari. One of 5 Park University Pirates on this team, ex-Pirates. KC has had a long history of great players from Park U. Here comes Bennett. Ian, shot at goal! Oh, what a conversion by IB26! And we're tied at 2 apiece.
Both teams looking to run in transition, and that time it was Ian Bennett with just a fantastic finish that time. Bennett crosses over from right to left, and watch this shot with his right foot, the outside of his right foot. Tap right there, and then a quick shot through the legs of Tetsani and beats Lou Meisner to the far post. Watch once again. Watch this piece of skill by Bennett. Tap, tap, and Meisner just late covering that back post.
His league-leading 27th goal this season has tied it up at 2 apiece. Ian now with 33 points on the year, including 6 assists, and he's now tied with St. Louis's Mohamed Ndiaye for the league scoring leadership with 33 points.
The most impressive thing was the amount of power that he was able to get with the outside of his right foot with such a quick, tight move.
Comets come back as Souza puts it up in the stands. That was after Nick McDonald, I think, that ran through initially and just missed. Perella playing it upfield. Souza gets there. Wave gets it back. Head for Huffman. Trying to go with Steinwasser, but he can't get it through to him. And now Huff has to scramble out to get it back. Perella with it. He'll send it off the inboard. LSO wrapped up. They play on as Huffman gets it back. Wave with a scrambling possession right now. But they haven't had a lot of extended possession. Kansas City defensively hasn't let them do that tonight.
One of the big keys for the Wave is you've got to spread Kansas City out when you have possession of the ball and now not allow them to double team you.
Steinwasser trying to come through. Like he got tangled up with LSO there. Steinwasser steps in to get it back. Now Gerson. Gerson 1-on-3. Gerson still coming. Gerson tried to touch it off for Bennett. Couldn't get it. Gerson gets it back. Shot blocked. Cordy Gerson almost making some magic happen. We got a foul called against Milwaukee. I believe they're going to call a handball. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, standings, and in-depth features. Bookmark the page now so you don't miss a note. And get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter. Weber takes it away. He is dumped in the defensive half. Foul call. There you go. Look at James Weber, the former star with Hartford. The Hartford Orioles. 173 goals in his high school career. Which, in case you're wondering, is a state record. And now we got our media timeout, so we'll take a break. 7:13 left to go first half. Wave 2, Comets 2. This is Wave Soccer on MASL TV.
UP and Abraham is proud to sponsor the 2021-2022 Milwaukee Wave soccer season. UP and Abraham has been happy to support the Milwaukee Wave and the local soccer community for many years. Visit our promotional booth at select home games to get free UP and Abraham swag. For more information on Wave games, contests for free tickets, and other upcoming events in the community, visit hupi.com.
Professional Construction Incorporated is a proud partner of the Milwaukee Way. PCI's mission is to provide their customers with the highest level of service, workmanship, and professionalism in the industry. Whether you have a plan or are looking for direction, their knowledgeable team is on hand to walk you through the products available and the construction process. From commercial to residential, give them a call at 262-363-0886 or visit them online at professionalconstructioninc.com.
Panther Arena, Wave Soccer, and MASL TV. MASL Primetime is the home for the best highlights, interviews, and action from the MASL each week. Catch the latest episode each Wednesday on MASL TV with Alex Bastianowski. And Chill.com is the official CBD brand of the MASL, helping our athletes reach their maximum potential by promoting proper and expedited recovery. Welcome to Club Chill. Well, Art, good one going here today.
Yeah, no surprise. These two teams get together, and much like the first game these two teams played here in Milwaukee, the Comets won 6-5. The Wave got out to a 3-0 lead in that one, dominated the first quarter. Kansas City struck back quickly. This time it was Kansas City who dominated the first quarter, but here we are, midway through the second quarter, we're tied at 2.
Teams have alternated goals since Tetsani scored the opener midway through the first period. Kansas City, by the way, is 5-0 when they score first. Milwaukee is 1-3 when the opponent scores first. So if you're a Comets fan, you probably like those trends. Gibson getting tied up with Grable. No call as they play on. Gerson looking up ahead for Steinwasser. And a nice job, Johnny Sosa get back to deflect into the stands as the Wave looked like they might have a break there.
Johnny Sosa, number 19, the captain of the Comets, having his best season, arguably having his best season, certainly offensively. Sosa in 10 games, 11 goals, 12 assists. 10 goals, 12 assists, I should say.
has spent his entire career with the Comets since coming out of UMKC, with the exception of 1 year in San Diego. And Johnny said, you know what? I like the weather in Kansas City better than San Diego. Let's go back to KC. As Andrejos gets called for the foul. There you see Christian Andrejos, another former UMKC Kangaroo, which, in my opinion, are still one of the greatest names in college sports. The Kansas City Kangaroos, or actually the Kansas City Roos. They amended that. So the old Kalamazoo Kangaroos keep the legacy of the greatest kangaroo name in American professional sports.
I was trying not to remember that those times in Kalamazoo. The old Knights Inn. Pink shades and purple bedspreads. You remember those days, don't you, Tom?
Yes, I sure do. What was that other place in Fort Wayne where we used to stay? There's a shot that's high. Header on the rebound as the Comets still keeping the pressure on. And that turning shot just high. And finally, the Way able to clear.
The Comets getting too many open looks inside the Wave penalty area today.
Now Turner sends it up. Huffman. Derek trying to work the defender there, and a foul going to be called. I'll tell you, Huff is a big guy. He probably goes about 6'2", 200. You are not going to easily dispossess him when he's got it.
Well, and once again, you see his mobility is so much better without that cast on his right hand. Look at him right there, using that left hand to push Sosa off.
And Johnny Sosa, not the easiest guy to push off, that's for sure.
There were some people around the league.
Marcio off the frame.
There were some people around the league, Tom, that were suggesting that Huffman could use that cast as an advantage, kind of like a club, but nothing could be further than the truth. It's hard to play with a heavy cast on your right hand and try to hold defenders off.
Meisner will send it to midfield. Grable able to touch it down for Pachar. Getting chased by Ramon Palmer. And Palmer eventually able to take the ball away. Here he comes. Palmer coming in. Shot just missing.
And that's why you got to limit your touches against Kansas City. Too many touches. The spacing isn't good. It results in turnovers and then chances like we saw right there. Wave was fortunate.
Gibson tries to flick it back, and Steinwasser comes away with a look at Javi Steinwasser. And he is dispossessed by Ramon Palmer. Now Palmer pushes down Gordy Gerson. The foul was called.
Good battle that time. First Steinwasser chased down Palmer. Palmer came back, returned the favor, and then Gordy looked like he was kind of lining Palmer up. But as we've seen Gordy do over the years, he's great at drawing fouls. Quite honestly, this is one of Gordy Gerson's. Watch it. It looks like he's lining Palmer up, but takes the ball, and then Palmer, two hands in the face of Gordy Gerson. Gordy's having a great defensive season. He doesn't have the offensive numbers, but doing a lot of the dirty work for the Wave defensively.
Bennett going to the corner, gets cut off by the defender and the official, Austin Sane down there. Ball slipped through. Marcio trying to get it. He can't, and Marcio coming up a bit lame as he hops off to the bench. That is not a good sign there. Meanwhile, here comes Ray Lee for the Comets. Fires high. That was actually a pretty good right-footed strike that time by Ray. Grable trying to get it out of there for Bennett. IB surrounded by a couple of defenders. Ball comes across. Lee trying to get it, but LSO will get there first. LSO trying to work his way from the board. Perella, nice chip at midfield for Bennett. Ian's still out there. I thought he was going to go for a change, but still out there for now. And now he comes off with Gutierrez coming on. We'll have to keep an eye and see what Marcio's status is going forward. He did not look good coming off there.
Marcio came off and immediately went to the Wave locker room.
He has been nursing some injuries. And again, didn't play last week to try to give him a day off and see if that could help his recovery. Takeaway Marquez rumbling downfield between three defenders, and the way finally takes it away. Rion Marquez at 6'4", 190, and when he gets rumbling, he is a force to be dealt with.
Gutierrez that time with a nice back tackle, tracking back behind the ball.
Gutierrez able to win it from Gibson, but unfortunately puts it up and out. Didn't hit turf, glass, or boards. Free kick, top of the arc for the Comets.
Made a good play on the ball. He had time to play with his left foot. He played with the outside of his right out of play.
Sosa lays it off, shot and goal. And the Comets grab the lead 3-2.
Watch once again, Sosa.
And Tetsani rolls it through, his second goal of the night.
That time, Matt Perella got to cover the near post. The defender on the far side drops off and covers the far post. It's up to the goalkeeper to cover the near post on that play.
Tetsani's second of the game, his fifth of the year. And credit the assist to Sosa. John Sosa now. 10 goals, 13 assists for 23 points. As you said, Art, he's having his best offensive season. Of course, when you take all the free kicks in the attacking zone, that'll help pump up your stats a little bit. Meisner chasing this one down. Turner pushed from behind, no call, Bennett shot the goal! Well, that was justice served for the Wave as Turner got intentionally pushed down while Meisner was scrambling back into his goal. And Ian finishes it off for his second goal of the game. We're tied at 3, and now we'll see how Tyler Turner is. Watch this.
There's the intentional push in the back.
Right into the knee of Tetsani.
It was Nacho Flores who
blatant push in the back.
You see the good piece of refereeing that time by Rich Grady and Austin Senna to allow that play to continue and Bennett to score the goal. You see right there, there's Austin Senna, the referee, was right there, allowed play to continue. See him pull the blue card, he pulled the blue card, but that's not going to be a penalty that's going to need to be served. It was a delay blue card, the goal was scored, and now, even though there was a penalty, Kansas City's not going to have to play a man down here because the goal was scored.
So IB 26 gets his second of the night, 28th of the year, which leads the Major Arena Soccer League. 34 points now to lead the league in scoring. One more than St. Louis's Mohamed Ndiaye. And for Ian Bennett, goal number 315 of his MASL career, second all time behind Frank Teu with 320.
And it looks like Tyler Turner, number 2 for the Wave, is going to be all right. Came off, he was down for a little bit, but they can ill afford to lose another defender. Marcio went off earlier. Alex Bradley not in the lineup tonight, out with an injury.
Mario Alvarez still out with the ankle. Douglas Dos Santos out with the hamstring. I mean,
yeah,
we're just patching this team together right now, Art. It's a good thing Wiedebach came back a couple of weeks ago. But now the physical depth of this team is definitely getting tested. Chip long, and Meisner hauls it in. Giuliano's going to have to get backup kicker Augie Ray to do a little stretching in case Augie's got to come in and play the field here sometime. Chested across, James gets it, back for Lee. Kansas City also without some people tonight. James Togba we mentioned, and also Kevin Ellens not in the lineup. He was a healthy scratch apparently in the last game, so I don't know what the update is on him, but he obviously is a key player for the Comets, especially against the Wave. And we've got a couple of guys down as Wiedebach and let's see who he's...
Rion Marquez. It was a nice battle between Wiedebach and Marquez at the top of the arc, and Weedy's done a really nice job on Marquez here today. And after Marquez turned to shoot, Weedy, as he was running by him, gave Marquez a little shove, and Marquez pulled Wiedebach down, and that's how we got to where we were.
There you get a look at Drew. Tell you, Drew, after rehabbing from that preseason knee injury, already looks in tremendous shape.
Watch again. Watch here as he runs away. There's Weedy. Marquez cut off the path. Weedy gave him a little shot as well. If you didn't really see it from that angle, but from the other side, you could see Weedy gave him a little bit of a shot.
Comets get it back. Now Grable marking Marquez on the far side. And Milwaukee takes it away, and we're going to have a foul on Rian Marquez. I think that's number 3. Now, there's only 58.3 seconds go in the half, so I don't know if they're going to.
Well, what you want to do, you want to isolate Marquez right now off the dribble. Try to get it and give it right back to Stewart and make Marquez defend him.
Again, you get 3 personals in each half. On your 4th, it's a blue card. Take away Bennett. Here's Ian coming in off the inboard. Huffman trying to get it as Meisner able to poke it away. Now KC coming back. It has been up and down on the pace so far tonight. Here's Bennett again. Got a trailer. He'll take the shot and put it up, but the shot was deflected. Corner kick Milwaukee.
28 seconds. Let's see if Giuliano elects to take a timeout here. If he has the pieces on the field he wants, he probably won't, but let's see.
LSO puts it in. Bennett with a shot knocked down in the middle. Huffman will track it. All the way back for Tyler Turner. Good to see Tyler back in there after he had been shaken up a bit with the assist on Bennett's second goal. And now the Comets take away 2-on-1. They still got time. And back to Andreo. Save Perella at the buzzer. Wow, Matt Perella finishes off, and a little collision at the end as Andreos was getting into it. And now Gutierrez joins as we watch the Wisconsin Vision instant replay. Great save by Perella at the end. And then, all right, Andreas. A little overzealous on the contact with Steinwasser. Art, there's no question about it, though. We've seen a few skirmishes here. I don't want skirmishes, but a little extracurricular here today. And there's some intensity. And, oh, man, somebody's still down there.
That's Gordy Gerson. Came in there, watch right here. A little headbutt right there.
Oh, Andreos.
Yeah, did you see the headbutt right there on Gerson?
Austin Sonny was right there.
Unless he didn't make contact, it was. It sure looked from here like there was contact with the head of Andreos. But buckle up, fans. Buckle up for an exciting second half, that's for sure.
No question about it. We are going to be standing by here. Going to get ready to send it down to Van McNeil for our halftime interview with usually Coach Oliviero. I see Coach Larkin also standing down there, but I think it's going to be Giuliano joining us for the halftime. All right, let's send it down to Van McNeil.
All right, Tom, Arts, Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital, Coach's Corner. We wouldn't expect anything less here in a big rivalry game against the Kansas City Comets.
We're trying to, but there's nothing coming out of the game. We got cranked all the way. There's nothing coming out.
It's great to see our guys turn it up, and looks like they really want it. So, exciting game. We're at home in front of the best fans in the league, so it's going to be an exciting second half.
Yeah, we talked about earlier this week about the New Year's Eve game, and they came in here and they stole away that victory from us, and we thought we had a chance. Boy, we are hanging in here. This is just craziness, this first 30 minutes.
Kansas City's a good team. They're top of the table for a reason, and we got a lot of good players, and they've been together for a while. So, great learning experience for our guys. We're getting here, and I love the way the battle.
All right, well, let's get back to the locker room. Head coach of your Milwaukee Wave, Giuliano Oliviero, and our Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital, Coach's Corner. Oh, hi, guys. How are you? More exciting Milwaukee Wave soccer. You are watching MASL TV.
All right, there's our halftime score, tied at 3. We'll come back with more. This is Wave Soccer and MASL TV.
Professional Construction Incorporated is a proud partner of the Milwaukee Way. PCI's mission is to provide their customers with the highest level of service, workmanship, and professionalism in the industry. Whether you have a plan or looking for direction, their knowledgeable team is on hand to walk you through the products available and the construction process. From commercial to residential, give them a call at 262-363-0886 or visit them online at professionalconstructioninc.com.
There were big upsets brewing last weekend as Dallas and Chihuahua looked to shock the MASL, and you won't believe the plays of the week. It's all coming up.
This is MASL Prime Time. What's up, everyone? I'm Alex Bastiansky. So great to have you on board for this week's program. And, you know, throughout the history of arena soccer in North America, no organization has been more successful than the San Diego Sockers. 15 titles the organization has won since its inception in 1978. And, of course, they are the defending Ron Newman Cup champions, and they are front runners once again to possibly capture the title again this season. They've been absolutely incredible, and they were looking to keep a hot play going against Tacoma last weekend. The Stars had struggled against San Diego this season, 0-3 heading into this game, but they got the jump on the Sockers in this one.
Trying to knock it into the middle. Batted down, that's Lee. Lee, space for a shot, and scores!
Mark Lee drawing first blood for the Stars, but the Sockers respond just 2 minutes later. Brandon Escoto, 3 goals on the day for San Diego, and that one gets them on the board. It was 1-1 after the first quarter of play. In the second, it's Escoto again. Easy little tap in at the side of the net. They would add one more and make it 3-1 at the half. The Stars narrow the deficit in the second half. Philippe Souza, sweet solo effort to make it just a 1-goal game. Back to Escoto, though. Too much on this day. Spins off the boards, crushes it, breaking bottles, top shelf he goes, and that is the hat trick for Brandon as the Sockers double up Tacoma and end up taking this one by a 6-3 final score. Okay, the Savage in KC to take on the Comets, the red-hot KC Comets. Losers of just one game. Coming into this one, down 1-0 in the first. Letsia Thetsane, boom, hammers it home to draw the Comets even in the second quarter, leading 2-1. Hugo Puentes, the little tap in to draw Chihuahua even. Skip ahead to the fourth quarter, now tied 4-4 until John Sosa punishing the back of the net with that free kick right there. So KC up, but Chihuahua was like a bad rash that just refused to go away. Brian Macias evens it up for the Savage. This one needed OT to decide it.
This is like a playoff game. Rio still going forward, front and center. Shot and a goal! And the Savage, they win in overtime against the Comets. Unbelievable game by the Savage.
Brian Aguilar, the man for Chihuahua, as they hand the Comets just their second loss of the season so far. 3 weeks ago, Florida faced Dallas twice in a weekend, sweeping both games, outscoring them 25-10 in the process. Luis Morales was hell-bent on making sure that did not happen again this time. He was massive. Opens the scoring there, 4:58 in. 4 minutes later, Eric Macias sneaks one past the keeper. and Big D was up 2-0 on the powerful Tropics. That woke the sleeping giant, though. Ricardo Dieguez, picture perfect, makes it 2-1, and then Zach Reggett, the Karate Kid, showing off the acrobatics, and you will see both those goals again in the plays of the week, I guarantee it. Back to Morales, though. Fourth quarter with Dallas up 5-4. He gives them some insurance, they think, and yeah, they were pumped, but hold on. Nothing comes easily against Florida. Victor Paredes bar down to pull the Tropics to within 1, and then Ricardo Carvalho denied by Juan Gamboa. Great save, but he puts home the second chance. It was tied 6-6. This one needed a shootout to decide things. Morales up for Dallas. Of course, this guy just doesn't miss. Victor Paredes, usually money, but denied by Juan Gamboa, who was just getting warmed up. Jamie Lovegrove denied as well by Brett Petracek. Back to Gamboa, who will not be outdone. Stymies Ricardo Carvalho, giving Dallas the chance to win here.
Mendez or Ortiz? You're right, it's Mendez. And Mendez, 5-hole! My goodness! Wow, wow, wow. What a game! What an incredible game. Dallas sidekicks pull off the shootout victory, 7-6.
Wow, wow, wow. Huge win for Dallas, and Morales with 3 goals on the day talked about why he always plays so well against Florida.
Just knowing that they're a top team in the league, motivates me to work harder in the field and off also, the extra work always comes in clutch, and yeah, hard work and dedication.
Hard work indeed. Okay, your scoring leaders. Mohamed Ndiaye now in first place, 33 overall, followed by Ian Bennett, Frank Taillou, Victor Paredes, and Leo Gibson to round out your top 5.
We treat elite athletes exactly like we treat you. Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital.
Get ready to tee off like you never have before. Opening this summer on the campus of Ballpark Commons in Franklin, Lux Golf Bays. A high-tech driving range with 57 golf bays on 3 stories overlooking a 250-yard-long turf range with Doppler technology. A second-floor indoor event space for your private event or group outing. Also a heated, covered beer garden, along with 2 brand-new restaurants. Become a member, learn more, and plan your event at luxgolfbays.com.
Hey, welcome back to MASL Primetime, everyone. Utica City FC has just had a tough go of things so far this season. Heading into play last week, the Blues had won just 2 of 12 contests up to that point, which doesn't seem to make any sense. Moises Gonzalez, Bo Yellowvat, Christian Segura, Nate Bordeaux, there's talent in spades on this team. They just haven't seemed to really be able to get into groove yet. They face St. Louis on Saturday, hoping to turn things around.
The Blues were suffering through an 8-game losing streak, but they managed to strike first against the ambush in this one. Ben Raman intercepts the pass. He pokes it home, and the Blues go up 1-0, and then it's the man with the best mustache in all of professional sports, Andrew Hoxie. Look at that thing. Love it. Putting UCFC up by a deuce. Second quarter now down 3-0. The ambush finally get going. Robert Cristo getting them on the board, and then it's the MASL's leading scorer, Mo the Master, getting involved, and this is a beauty. Dancing through 2 players, going top shelf. Ndiaye, the beauty, making it 3-2 in the second half. Tied right now 5-5. Cristo putting the home side up for the first time all contest, and then Ndiaye adds to it right here. Boom. St. Louis up 7-5. Many expected Utica to fold like a cheap suit after that, but they were eating crow when it was all said and done. They refused to die. Lucio Gonzaga pulls the visitors to within a single goal. Then Joey Tavernese ties it up from the tough angle at the side.
Unreal. So this one goes to overtime. The boys playing a little bit of pinball here, and then finally Christian Segura grabbing the winner for Utica right there. The Blues just kept on persevering. Man, did they need that win. The 8-game losing streak is snapped, and they hope it starts a run in the other direction. Harrisburg in Milwaukee to take on the Wave. The home side winners of 4 of their last 5, and they hit first with this beauty. Long throw by Matt Perella, headed over for Javier Steinwasser. Gorgeous, but that all goes back to Perella getting things started with the throw. Second quarter, Andre Hain shakes off his man. Harrisburg was screaming he pushed off his man, but no dice. That goal stood. 2-0 Milwaukee. Second half, now the Heat come back. Malcolm Harris striking this one past Perella, and the deficit was just a single goal. And then Dom Francis, the man from Huddersfield, England, with the elegant little touch over the keeper, and they were all knotted up 2-2. Back come the Wave. Andrew Weidbach, watch this one. Boom. Punishing the back of the net to put Milwaukee up again, and then in the fourth, they add some insurance. IB24, Ian Bennett, he does not miss from that spot. So the Wave, they managed to hold on for the 4-3 victory. Keeper Matt Perella said afterwards he loved the defensive effort by his squad in this contest to pick up the win.
We haven't put in defensive shifts the way we'd like to. So tonight, letting up 3 goals is big for the team. It's a morale boost, and any way you can get a win in an arena is we'll take it.
Okay, Chihuahua taking on St. Louis, and it's the Ambush that strike first in this contest.
Qué buena manera para Niamsi. Un pase, taconazo!
Vadim Kojakov, the cheeky little back heel. Shortly after, though, Carlos Hernandez responds for the Savage, and they tie it up 1-1. 3 minutes later, Brian Macias going hard to the net. He converts, and the visitors go up 2-1. The Ambush tie it up before the breakdown. Tony Walls, redirection out front. 2-2 it was after 1 quarter of play. In the second, with Chihuahua up 4-3, Kojakov grabs his second of the day off the sweet feed from Mo Ndiaye, and it's a 4-4 soccer game. The Savage take over, though. Brian Aguilar to Eduardo Garay, and Chihuahua would never relinquish the lead again. And then it's Jorge Rios down the wing, keeps it himself. Good choice. That makes it 6-4 Chihuahua. They would end up taking this one 11-8 your final score. Okay, some MASL news. Ricardino Cavalcante was officially appointed the head coach of the Dallas Sidekicks recently. Now, he was named interim coach back in December, and they just looked great. 6-4 under him, and of course they just knocked off the powerful Florida Tropics. And this is awesome. Ontario Fury game correspondent Amanda Philemon was recently named the LA Rams Fan of the Year. She was given 2 tickets to the Super Bowl to represent the Rams. Of course, she took husband and Fury play-by-play announcer Christian. Amanda says it was the experience of a lifetime.
Still, I'm trying to just process it all, but it was really, to be honest, meeting the other fans of the year and spending the last 4 days with them. I really think that has been probably right up and next to actually going to the Super Bowl. It's been incredible. I mean, just aside from the Super Bowl experience itself, which is once in a lifetime, incredible to be able to cheer your home team in your home stadium and represent them, as the home team. Oh my gosh, I am still over the moon.
The Ambassador, Milwaukee's landmark Art Deco hotel, is the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave. Beautifully renovated and seamlessly appointed with every modern comfort. Plus Gin Ricky, the Ambassador's award-winning lounge featuring an eclectic menu of wine, craft beers, and pre-prohibition artisan cocktails that are both innovative and impressive. Enjoy free parking and shuttle service to and from Panther Arena when you dine before the game. The Ambassador, the official hotel of the Milwaukee Wave.
about $100 off a complete pair, frame and lenses. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
Tied at 3 as we start the second half here in Milwaukee between the Wave and the Kansas City Comets. And looks like we had some penalties assessed at the end of the half here, Art. Van McNeil, the public address announcer, is recapping it now. But looks like a couple of guys for Kansas City and one for Milwaukee, which will be Gordy Gerson. First penalties of the contest. Gerson for Milwaukee, Andreos for KC as we are underway here in the second half. So it's 4v4, excluding the goalkeepers, here to start the third period. A little more space for the fellas to operate out there for the first couple minutes. Kansas City with it. They go left to right as we face the action. So time of the penalties at 15 minutes of the second period. Gerson for Milwaukee, Andreos for KC. Off the inboard, top of the area. Ray Lee shot blocked by Bennett. And a man down for Milwaukee in the corner. Let's see who that is.
Stuart Grable's down for the Wave. He was battling with Rian Marquez in that far corner. We've seen Marquez go at it with a number of the Wave defenders here tonight.
And looks like they are going to call for trainers. Well, they're already out there. So that will give us a chance to tell you that Flight is the official match ball of the MASL. Expertly designed for the indoor game, Flight is the premier partner of choice. Flight, challenge everything.
We've seen Tyler Turner go down earlier. We saw Marcio Leite limp off and go to the Wave locker room. Now you see Stuart Grable, all Wave defenders. And unfortunately for the Wave, you see Marcio down on the bench has a ice pack on that hamstring, that right hamstring. The injury you didn't want to see.
Take a look one more time at our Wisconsin Vision Interns replay. Saw Marquez got his right hand into the face of Grable, unintentional as he was turning to him. Stewart looks like he's got a bloody nose. You saw Wave trainer Ricardo Alvarez going out there to try to stop the bleeding there. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, standings, and in-depth features. Bookmark the page now so you don't miss a notes. Comets will put it in play from midfield. Again, teams going 4 aside with the concurrent minor penalties to Gerson for Milwaukee and Andreos for KC at the end of the second quarter. Kansas City out shooting the Wave 15-10 in the first half. Saves. Perella with 10 for Milwaukee. Meisner with 3 for KC. Perella chipping up to midfield. Andre Hain able to knock it forward. But KC comes back. Marquez trying to go one-on-one, top of the area. Left-footed shot blocked. Wiedebach staying there right with him. Kansas City gets it back. Now Steinwasser able to nudge it away. Turner trying to get it. Sosa shot wide. Had a good look there.
Steinwasser might have gotten a piece of that in front of Perella.
Again, Kansas City putting the pressure on. Marquez with a volley that's wide, and Turner will turn and clear.
Rian Marquez, the big target for Kansas City. He's dangerous with his back to the goal and when he's facing you. Got to deny him the ball.
Second-year man out of Central Methodist University. Only played 1 year there. Was 23 goals in 21 games. Now Ian plays it far side. Knocked away, but a foul going to be called on KC. There's Ray Lee, the former SLU Billiken. Billikens have certainly sent a lot of players to professional ball. Now Past the near wing, and a foul going to be called as it was Matty Yang was trying to get to it. A little miscommunication. Now watch Matty. Oh, and a knee-to-knee collision with Marquez. And
who are they going to call the penalty on? Yang or Marquez? Well,
they called the foul initially, I think, on KC, but you see Matty Yang is up and walking around, but Marquez is down, and that would be a big blow for Kansas City if he is out for the rest of this game or any extended period. Two-minute blue card for a reckless tackle.
It was actually an errant pass that time by LSO. He played it too far out in front of Matt Yang. But you saw Marquez, the big Brazilian, come in there. There was contact, and you would think a collision between Yang and Marquez that Yang would be worse for wear, but watch again. There's the pass out in front of Yang. But when you saw the knee of Marquez bang the left knee of Yang, let's hope big Ryan I should say, is okay.
Yeah, the penalty box is open. The door is open in the Kansas City penalty box. And so I thought the officials pointed.
That's a 2-minute penalty on KC, on Marquez.
Reckless tackle, and it will come at 2:14 of the third period. Now, just after the other penalties that expired to Gerson and Andreos. Andreos, by the way, was also given a 5-minute misconduct, so he's still got to stay in the box for a while.
And we are looking at some of the fans, but if you have the camera on Rian Marquez, he's looking at referee Rich Grady going, me? Are you kidding me? And they're going to have Sadal go over and serve this penalty for Marquez, who obviously can't come on the field until at least the 10:46 mark, provided the Wave doesn't score.
All right, Milwaukee going to go on the power play. First one tonight for either team. Wave so far this year, clicking pretty well on the PP. 12 for 21, 57.1%. They have not allowed any shorthand goals. Meanwhile, Kansas City only killing off 50%, 12 of 24. And one shorthand goal against. Excuse me, no. Oh, they got one. They've given up one so far when they're on the power play. No shorthand goals for KC. LSO. Huffman off the inboard. Bennett! Oh, he had a great look, and Ian can't believe he missed it that badly. There you look at.
Pulled his head up just a little bit that time.
IB 26 already with 2 goals tonight. He was looking at a hat trick right there.
You said it, Tom, the Wave 57% on the power play, second in the MASL behind San Diego. The only problem the Waves having right now is they don't have Marcio Leite, who is really the quarterback of their power play unit.
Drew Wiedebach will take over that role. LSO had that one go underneath his foot. He picks it up, getting pressure from James.
You saw Wiedebach with a power play goal last week against Harrisburg.
He'll move it over to LSO near side. Andre Hain now right at the middle at the line, with Huffman down low, and of course Bennett on the near side. Shot, save Meisner. It'll go out of play, and a corner kick coming up from Milwaukee. KC's going to change up a couple of guys.
I like Andrew Wiedebach's directness on this power play. You see him right there, number 25. Scored that power play goal last week with his left foot. Saw several good strikes with his right here today.
And a timeout called by Milwaukee, so Coach Oliviero wants to talk things over here as Matt Perella tries to get the crowd fired up. We'll take a break and come back. 11:30 left to go in the third. Wave 3, Comets 3. This is Wave Soccer and MASL TV.
Get ready to tee off like you never have before. Opening this summer on the campus of Ballpark Commons in Franklin, Lux Golf Base. a high-tech driving range with 57 golf bays on 3 stories overlooking a 250-yard-long turf range with Doppler technology. A second-floor indoor event space for your private event or group outing. Also a heated, covered beer garden, along with 2 brand-new restaurants. Become a member, learn more, and plan your event at luxgolfbays.com.
We treat elite athletes exactly like we treat you. Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital.
Off the timeout. Wave still on the power play for 44 seconds as they will put it in on the corner kick. Looks like LSO is over the ball this time. As he will slide it across, broken up. Wiedebach gets it back over to Huffman, and Derek can't control Gibson now, chipping long, and he put it out of bounds. So the Wave plays it back in, still 35 to go on the man advantage. LSO cross to Bennett, they go to the corner, Huffman. And again, KC is going to win it and clear it downfield.
Not often you'd see Giuliano Oliviero take a timeout that early in the second half, but he realizes the importance of this power play and trying to get the lead here against Kansas City.
LSO has it poked away. Kansas City with some outstanding work here defensively on the PK as they get ready to even up the strength. LSO with a pass across, broken up, and now Sadal will send it upfield. So credit KC with a good penalty kill that time. Wave only one good chance at the beginning with Bennett. Other than that, they really manufactured nothing. Kansas City, when tied at halftime this year, 3-0. The Wave, when tied at halftime, 0-2. So again, the trends favor KC, and a foul going to be called against Milwaukee.
Grable, and that time impeding the run of Sadal as he tried to make his way upfield.
Well, that was a big PK by KC, Arts. Wave really didn't have much going there and seemed to take a lot of energy out of the crowd for now. Which, if you're the visiting team, that's what you want. Crowd of almost 3,000 here tonight as that one deflects up in the stands.
Once again, you can't underestimate the importance of Marcio Leite on that Wave power play unit. Saw right there, had to bring Andre Hayne on. Didn't have Marcio to run the power play. And you said one quality chance for Bennett. Wiedebach had a couple of strikes, but Meisner was right there.
That one stays in play, I thought, but maybe not. Rich Grady now saying it wasn't out of play.
Did you see the netting move or not there, Tom? It was awfully close, wasn't it?
Netting did move, but I guess we couldn't hear the whistle right away from Grady. Gerson kept playing like it was in play. Well, you might as well if you're the forward, right? Head it first, ask questions later. Tatsani looking for the hat trick. Save made by Perello. Wave fans on the clearance. Now Solario got a touch as Tatsani goes to the corner. Steinwasser broke it up. Turner will chip to midfield. And one Botson out of bounds. Comets quickly put it back in play. KC is a quick restart team. You got to be careful if you're going to change up. The ball goes out of bounds or on a foul because they will put it back in play very quickly. Bennett to Huffman. Derek 1-on-2.
Kansas City yelling for too many men on the field from the Wave.
Huffman double team and draws the foul. Sosa will get called for the foul. Now the Wave tries to put it in, but going to have to reset.
The Wave just very fortunate minutes earlier. Tatsani just smoked Pachar off the dribble. came in, and Perella made a great save.
LSO to put it in. Bennett will hit a shot. Deflects near side. Huffman! Shot to goal! And the Wave leads it 4-3. A fortuitous deflection for the Wave, but it worked out perfectly. And Milwaukee grabs a 4-3 advantage.
Well, fortuitous deflection, if you will, but Huff the stuff. Derek Huffman, number 9, goes to the right place. That's the far post. There it is. Lou Meisner had no chance. See Sosa get caught there along with the Kansas City forward. It might have been Ramon Palmer, but Huffman wide open at the far post.
Number 9 on the year for Derek, so he's got a goal and assist tonight. 9 goals, 9 assists on the season, 18 points. Ian Bennett should get his 7th assist of the year, which would make it 2 goals and an assist on the night for Ian. To the near wing, Ray Lee sends it across, and Perella able to get his hand. That was kind of a difficult ball there. Sent in by Ray Lee, Steinwasser. Gerson as they go 3-on-4 with James Weber. Play broken up. And that one cleared into the stands. And boy, credit Gutierrez with a good play there to force that errant clearance by the Comets. Grable puts it in, LSL. Here's Ian Bennett. Trying to get around the corner, but he could not do it.
That's going to be a top-of-the-arc restart for the Wave. Kansas City. You saw the Wave do it in the first half, and Kansas City capitalized. This time, Kansas City, I believe it was Nacho Flores, knocked that ball right up into the stands.
Sadal made a nice play. I thought it was Sadal made a nice play defensively, but then, unfortunately for him, cleared it in the stands from his defensive end. All right, good chance here with Drew Wiedebach. Ready to put it in. Now LSO circles. He takes a shot and just missed it. It's all right, though. I don't mind the direct approach, as you know, Art. I know you don't mind it either.
No, I like to see that. I've seen it twice today already. Huffman once, LSO that time.
Andre Hain has it knocked away from behind. Perella will chip out of the zone. And I believe we're going to get a foul called on Oliveira. Somebody on the Wave. Again, Kansas City puts it in quickly. And the shot by Sandovari blocked. Big time block there, I think, by Gutierrez. There's a look at Byron Gutierrez. Media timeout. We've got one going here tonight at Panther Arena. 7:48 to go, third period. Milwaukee 4, Kansas City 3. This is Wave Soccer and MASL TV.
A brand new coffee and cocktails experience is awaiting you on the campus of Ballpark Commons in Franklin. Blend coffee and cocktails, offering a unique take on the coffee house experience. Coffee house by day, cocktail lounge by night, with a delicious breakfast and dinner menu. Learn more and start your order at blendcc.com. Calling all bartenders, baristas, and mixologists. Rock Ventures is hiring. If you're looking to make some extra money, you could start training now and be set for the summer. Email Brian C. at rocventures.org.
We treat elite athletes exactly like we treat you. Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital.
Arena 4-3 Wave leads it. 7:48 left to go here in the third period. MASL Primetime is the home for the best highlights. Interviews and actions from the MASL each week. Catch the latest episode each Wednesday on MASL TV with Alex Bastianowski. And get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter. And don't forget, fans, Chill.com is the official CBD brand of the MASL, helping our athletes reach their maximum potential by promoting proper and expedited recovery. Welcome to Club Chill. On the restart, shot and a goal that looks like Marquez tied at 4.
One-time shot that time by Ray Lee. Finds Big Marquez at the far post. The Wave losing their marks on the restart. That's a second restart goal tonight for Kansas City.
Actually, it looked like he might have his choice of two guys. Wave has not been the greatest restart defensive team this year, Art.
Take one more look. Sosa. I said Ray Lee. It was Sosa. Time Gutierrez, number 22, gets caught ball watching at the back post.
Marquez with his 10th goal of the season. Ray Lee with the assist. So Ray is finally on the score sheet after coming close a few times to scoring a goal tonight. Wiedebach put down by Andrejos, no call. Drew gets back up and gets it back. However, behind the play, Jonathan Pachar, one of the league's leaders in fouls, got called for the foul. Jonathan looks like he might have a bloody nose, and he's wondering how in the world did he get called for the foul. And he does have a bloody nose, in fact. So he'll have to go off.
Got to have your head on a swivel and keep your elbows up high tonight.
Bennett hustles back to poke it away. Ball sent in, blocked by Bennett, but Comets still a chance. Turner digs it out. Bennett, nice diagonal across. Gerson trying to run with Turner. Bennett and LSO on a 4-3. Pass down the middle for Turner off the mark, and Bennett trying to back his way down. Had it taken away. Look out now. 2-1 for the Comets. Souza coming in. Shot and a save. Perella! Rebound followed. Rejected out of there. Oh, Matt Perella again. Coming up huge with a capital H. Lee trying to get past LSO. He couldn't do it. Perella comes out. And a foul whistled against Comets. I thought at first they might be calling Perella for a handball. Matty almost went down a little too soon there, but
Souza almost caught him going the wrong way. That shot was kind of moving from left to right. We used to see Greg Howes hit those same type of shots with that movement. That time it was Lucas Souza.
Speaking of Housey, who knows? Maybe he will journey for the Wave Alumni game coming up on March 5th. That's Wave Alumni weekend. March 4th of the gathering at the Blend Restaurant and Bar.
You think Housey will be there? I'm not so sure Housey's going to make it from Seattle.
Well, like I said, there's always a chance.
But I'm pretty sure Todd Dosowski is going to make it from Minnesota.
So all alumni who can, playing alumni, certainly we'd love to see him that weekend. And the gathering on Friday night the 4th at the Blend in Franklin, and then the game next night against Florida here at 6. Weber coming in. Weber with a shot. Save Meisner. James Weber in a bid for his first goal this season. Denied by Meisner. Gutierrez fires in the corner. Hain trying to get there and cleared out by KC. Now Wiedebach chips it back in. Huffman heads it across. Weber is shoved into the board by Sosa. The foul was called.
Weber trying to draw a 2-minute foul that time on Sosa. And Weber just seconds ago, great spin to turn Sosa along the boards. Meisner came over with a big save. Well, watch James Weber at that time just really take the little hand from Sosa and go diving into the boards.
Centered on the play, redirection off Huffman. Trying to play it back in to flex out. Yeah, that was almost Brian Lofton-like with his reaction there against the boards.
Tim Tima used to do that years before Lofton did for the Wave.
And then Timmy, of course, became a longtime official, one of the greatest we've ever seen in this league. Wiedebach, in it comes. Huffman drives it through, and that one blocked off. LSO reloads. Meisner, good job to smother that ball off the inboard. Both keepers getting a workout tonight, especially. There's a giveaway! Drive a goal! Wiedebach! Wave leads at 5-4.
Both teams have been pressuring up the field all night long, and that time the Wave with the defensive attack goal. Number 25, Andrew Wiedebach. Watch once again. Meisner goes to play the ball back to Sosa. Wiesner steps in the passing lane and was able to control it and then finish with the outside of his left foot. And we've seen this the last couple games from Meisner. He's had moments of brilliance, played very, very well, but then makes the critical mistake that hurts him.
That was a big one there. Wiedebach gets his third of the year in only 3 games. Keep in mind he only had 7 goals in his first 42 games in the MASL. He's got 3 in his last 3. Comets back on the attack. Total of 9 goals right now, so the goals starting to accumulate here between 2 of the league's higher scoring teams. Rella's there to get it. Foul called on KC, and with fouls racking up in this game. And again, Art, I just got to believe the officials are going to call it a little tighter after some of the activity we had in the first.
Leo Gibson with a 2-handed shove that time to Grable in front.
Ball chipped down. Look at the battle with Huffman and Ray Lee, and Lee gets called for a foul. Derek is a load up there.
Well, and he's even more of a load now without that cast on his hand. I'm telling you, I think a week ago, 2 weeks ago, you wouldn't have been able to see Huff win that battle right there. Not to say Huff didn't have a fantastic first half of the season with that cast on his hand, but tonight, it's a marked improvement in his mobility.
All right, corner kick from Milwaukee with Wiedebach to put it in. Wave trying to see if they can keep the momentum going from the last goal. And Huffman puts it up and over.
It's tough because you only got the one lefty out there in LSO, and that corner kick from that side, you like to have 2 lefties. You can always run a man over. Time it was Huffman having to shoot with his off foot, his right foot.
Could use Daniel Matos right now. There's another guy who's been on the IR for a while.
Alex Bradley as well.
Alex Bradley for sure. Sir Alex don't have a timetable on his
Michael
return.
Richardson.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was going to say about Todd Dosowski, though. Todd says he's coming down for that alumni game, and sure, when a lot of the former players hear that Todd's coming, that'll increase the attendance quite significantly because everybody wanted to be on a line and play with Todd Dosowski.
Todd was, if you were open and you were out with Todd, he'd find you. One of the greatest playmakers of all time, not to mention the 4th leading goal scorer in Wave history. Andre Hain takes it away, drives it wide right. Meisner, and we get a whistle and a man down for KC.
Is that Johnny Sosa?
And that's definitely a man that KC can't afford to lose. There you get a look at the Comets captain, native of Medellin, Colombia, but went to college at UMKC, and he's basically been in Kansas City ever since, except for that one season in San Diego back in 17-18. Like I said, Johnny got out there with the sun and the sand and the palm trees and everything else and said, you know what, I like KC a lot better. Look at Giuliano Oliviero with goalkeeper coach Jim Larkin on the far side. Speaking of Jim Larkin, his nephew continuing to have a major season for the Detroit Red Wings this year.
Jimmy, the uncle to Dylan Larkin from the Detroit Red Wings. And speaking of hockey, speaking with Giuliano and Jimmy, both Canadian natives before the game, and they were still gloating over the Canadians women's win over the U.S. once again. Captain Clutch, Marie Poulin, once again did the United States in this year's Olympics.
Yeah, that was a heartbreak for the U.S. Knocked away. Turner ahead to Steinwasser coming in. Javier! Oh, nice soul roll, but he could not finish it off. Good hustle back, though. Not moping about it. And a foul called on KC.
Well, you talked about the soul roll by Steinwasser, but what a ball that time from Tyler Turner. This is Tyler Turner's best game of the season by far. Came in with a goal and assist. He's already got a goal and assist today, and he could have had another one right there. Great first-time ball by Tyler Turner.
Another foul on the Comets. They are mucking it up here in the third period. Wiedebach tried to send it across. It was broken up. Drew's still battling for it off the end board. Meisner trying to clear. Sent back into the middle. shot, goal! Ian Bennett! Wave leads 6-4.
Persistence pays off that time for the Milwaukee Wave. Now, tell you what, with Marcio Leite out of the lineup, the way that some of these guys have come on, Drew Wiedebach, what a game he's had. Tyler Turner. You see that time, Huff maybe got a little touch on it, but there comes Bennett through.
So Wiedebach will get the assist as Huff did not get a touch.
You saw Tetsani that time at the far post, got caught ball watching, and Ian just snuck in behind him.
Ian with a hat trick. 29 goals to top the Wave and the MASL this year. He's got a hat trick and an assist tonight for a total of 4 points. So give him a league-leading 36 points on the year. The league's reigning MVP when he was on loan to the Florida Tropics last year. Of course, the Wave did not play last season. And for the first time tonight, somebody's got a multiple goal lead as the Wave takes the lead 6-4. That's a position the Wave has been in a lot this year, but they haven't necessarily been efficiently closing out games of that. They're only 4-4 when they lead by multiple goals. Foul called as Steinwasser went down.
You and I talked about it the other night on the phone, Tom. The Wave has had a multiple goal lead in 9 of the 12 games that they've played. Now 10 of 13, the Wave with multiple goal leads.
I think they had a 4-second count on Stuart Grable that time, and boy, that was a fast 4 seconds. Stewie couldn't believe it. So it goes back to KC. Shot and a save, Perella! Well struck by Souza, and Perella again. Boy, I'll tell you, Art, this guy is making the saves tonight.
He's been making the saves, but where he's been vulnerable and the Wave has been vulnerable are right here on the restarts. And it's been a problem for Perella and the team all year long, is he'll make the great saves during the run of play, but this is where he struggles right here on restarts.
Sosa. Out it comes, and a kick save and a beauty to stop the attempted drive by Mirko Sandavari.
There you go. That's better from Perella that time. Stood up strong, had his hands up, and made the save that time with his foot as the shot was down low.
Gibson trying to get around the corner, taken away by the Wave. Steinwasser getting muscled out by Marquez. Grable drops it back as Perella chips to midfield, and Ian Bennett will play it downfield. Souza able to get there before Huffman and go back to the goalkeeper, Meisner. Hope you've stuck with us for this one tonight, fans. It has been a great one so far.
5 quarters to go, huh? 1 quarter for this one. And then tomorrow, or Sunday, back with Nick Vassos and Eric on the color. It should be a great one in Kansas City.
Sliding effort on the far board. But Andre Hengen called for the foul as he and Meisner were both going for it. Yeah, we'll look forward to Nick and Eric on the call tomorrow, the outstanding broadcast team for the Comets. And if tomorrow's game's anything like today's game has been, they were in for a good one tomorrow. Again, with the relative position in the standings, Wave almost has to have this one if they're going to have any sort of hope to try and track down the Comets this season. Weber taken away. Wave gets it back. Steinwasser up ahead. Gerson. Gordy coming in. Gordy, great move. Shot on the goal. That's double G right there. And Milwaukee leads 7-4.
Kid Dynamite number 3, Gordy Gerson. After Javi Steinwasser sent him through, Gerson with nice composure that time to pull Meisner down. Watch the little soul roll from right to left. Meisner way off his line there with Ray Lee trailing. And Gordy tucks it away.
His 7th of the season.
I believe that's 3 unanswered here for the Wave.
After KC tied it up 4-4 on the goal by Marquez from Ray Lee at 7:14. Wiedebach, Bennett, now Gerson. have put Milwaukee up by 3, but still a long, long way to go against one of the MASL's most potent offensive teams. Look at Tetsani. Almost worked his way through the whole team on the near board. LSO trying to come out of there. Tetsani gets it back. Fires a long shot wide. And we get a foul call on the rebound. Marquez.
2 players in the running for this year's Rookie of the Year. Tetsani from Kansas City, Javier Steinwasser for the Wave, and neither player is disappointed here in this matchup.
That was Javi's first point of the night on that assist. So he's got 3 assists to go along with 5 goals this season for 8 points. But again, he has been just sensational in some of his setups and near misses. Foul going to be called on Huffman.
It's been so impressive the way the Wave has embraced this physical matchup here today with Kansas City.
And no question, the Comets were ready to come with the physical game tonight. And like you said, Art, the Wave has been hanging in there with them so far. That will do it for the period. What a third period for the Wave as they outscore the Comets 4-1. We go to the fourth. Still a long way to go in this one, fans. It's Milwaukee 7, Kansas City 4. This is Wave Soccer and MASL TV.
Perspire Sauna Studio, now open in Brookfield, offering private, individual, infrared saunas that combine intense red light therapy to detox the body, relax the mind, burn calories, ease pain, clear skin, enhance immunity, and improve sleep. With a focus on excellent customer service and a unique guest experience, Perspire aims to set the standard in infrared sauna studios across the country. Visit their location in Brookfield or online at perspiresaunastudio.com. Get ready to tee off like you never have before. Opening this summer on the campus of Ballpark Commons in Franklin, Lux Golf Bays. A high-tech driving range with 57 golf bays on 3 stories overlooking a 250-yard-long turf range with Doppler technology. A second-floor indoor event space for your private event or group outing. Also a heated, covered beer garden, along with 2 brand-new restaurants. Become a member, learn more, and plan your event at luxgolfbays.com. Professional Construction Incorporated is a proud partner of the Milwaukee Way. PCI's mission is to provide their customers with the highest level of service, workmanship, and professionalism in the industry. Whether you have a plan or are looking for direction, their knowledgeable team is on hand to walk you through the products available and the construction process. From commercial to residential, give them a call at 262-363-0886 or visit them online at professionalconstructioninc.com.
Ask about 40% off lenses with purchase of a frame. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
A brand new coffee and cocktails experience is awaiting you on the campus of Ballpark Commons in Franklin. Blend coffee and cocktails, offering a unique take on the coffee house experience. Coffee house by day, cocktail lounge by night, with a delicious breakfast and dinner menu. Learn more and start your order at blendcc.com. Calling all bartenders, baristas, and mixologists. Rock Ventures is hiring. If you're looking to make some extra money, you could start training now and be set for the summer. Email Brian C. at rocventures.com.
Hubie and Abraham is proud to sponsor the 2021-2022 Milwaukee Wave soccer season. Hubie and Abraham has been happy to support the Milwaukee Wave and the local soccer community for many years. Visit our promotional booth at select home games to get free Hubie and Abraham swag. For more information on Wave games, contests for free tickets, and other upcoming events in the community, visit hubie.com.
3 as we go to the fourth here at Panther Arena. Again, MASL Primetime is a home for the best highlights, interviews, and action from the MASL each week. Catch the latest episode each Wednesday on MASL TV with Alex Bastianowski. Art Kramer, I got a feeling we might see a few highlights from this game on MASL Primetime coming up.
We may, and here we are, fourth quarter, Wave up by 3, and this has been their bugaboo this season, is finishing games. And so let's see if they've learned the lessons from earlier in the season. Right now, if you're Giuliano Oliviero, sure, he's mentioned to the team, we need to keep possession. We need to make Kansas City chase us.
Fourth quarter this year at home, the Wave has scored 11 goals. Kansas City, fourth quarter on the road, has scored 10. So I guess pretty even as far as the historical trends go.
But not necessarily against these two teams, because remember, the Wave was up 2 and we're up 3 against Kansas City in both games this season, and weren't able to hold on.
So we'll see if they can this time. Milwaukee takes a kickoff going left to right. And LSO's pass downfield for Huffman, too far, scooped up by Meisner. Meisner with 5 saves on 12 shots against in the first 3 periods. Matt Perella with 15 on 19 faced. Adam James takes it away from Huffman. Wave double teaming Gibson to get it back. Here's Bennett far side. And he'll keep it for LSO. Getting past James, coming to the line. Trying to get through, he got dumped, foul's called.
I thought last week's game against Harrisburg was LSO's best game on both sides of the ball. And once again here tonight, LSO with a strong, strong game, both offensively and defensively.
In it comes, deflected off the inboard as Wave kept whacking away at it. LSO getting chased. He will drop it back. Perella.
And there you go.
Drew Wiedebach. Cut off by Fetsani, but he able to keep it alive, and the pass slotted. Trying to get to Weber, but Meisner right there to get it. Yeah, I'll tell you, Meisner, with that outfit he's got on, just hang on to it for this upcoming fall. He'll be all set for deer hunting.
Around these parts of the country, huh? Absolutely.
Any other type of hunting, I guess. Weber able to get that one for Andre Hain, and looking across. Couldn't make the connection, but Wave able to get it back momentarily. Now Flores and Bennett track it to the far board. Last touch by Ian Bennett.
See here, those are opportunities where I know you want to attack, but it's more beneficial in these situations to keep possession of the ball. Go in and out. Once you go in and get your chance, back it all the way out and make Kansas City chase you.
Marquez against Grable. Trying to center, knock down. Flores with it now. Flores, another one of those guys who played at Park University. Lee with the shot! And Perella might have just got a piece of that one. And McDonald throws down. LSO, foul is called.
It's hard to replace a guy like Josh Lamos, the 2019 goalkeeper from the Milwaukee Wave, but Matt Perella is trending upwards in a major way.
He has really heated up here in the last few games. Again, beginning of the season, first 4 games, he basically splitting time with Augie Ray, but now he's really taking control. Here's Huffman. Derek is 2-on-3 with Steinwasser, and late whistle there. KC probably not going to be happy about that. I think they got Gibson for the foul.
Like what Derek was doing, though, is running 1 against 3 and then tried to turn back and keep possession.
Right, Wiedebach to put it in. Drew having to play big minutes, especially tonight, since Marcio Leite went out in the first half. But he looks like he's been ready for it. Bennett, shot off target. And out come the Comets. Andreos running at midfield, put down. Here comes the card. Wiedebach going to get called there. And KC's going to go on the power play. Well, Drew was coming hard and didn't get the ball. And so he'll go to the box for Milwaukee's second penalty. Time of the call at 2:43. And now the Comets with a chance on the power play. Try to cut into this 3-goal deficit.
Sorry, go ahead, Tom.
I was going to say charging the official call, but could have got him for tripping either way. There you get a look at Drew.
Comets with a very good power play as well, 48% on the season.
Yeah, so far this year, 12 of 25, they have given up one shorthand goal. The Wave has scored one shorthand goal. Souza, Gibson gets it now as he'll send it back up. Ray Lee with a turning shot, up and over.
Ill-advised shot that time by Ray Lee. Typically the Comets will work it around for a good shot, and that time it was a low percentage shot by Ray Lee.
Perella will throw it downfield, and it's headed up and over, but he was outside his defensive end. So
just outside his defensive end, mind you.
Otherwise it would have been a restart top of the arc. Hayne puts it in, they'll make him redo. Still 11:47 left to go. A minute and a half on the Kansas City power play. Andre trying to turn the baseline.
Not sure why Andre would want to turn right there. Hold the ball up in the corner. See if you can rag a little bit of time there to kill off the penalty.
A red card for Andre Hayne.
6 foul. 6 foul. 6 fouls is a red card. That's the rule. Got to know when you've got 5 fouls and you're in that situation.
Boy, that's an untimely penalty for the Wave. Already a bit undermanned here. I see Marcio standing up on the bench area now, but I don't believe he's going to come back in the game. So Andre goes for 6 fouls. Again, you get 3 fouls in each half before you get issued a blue card penalty, which would be your 4th foul of the half. However, on your 6 foul total, you're gone.
I'm not sure the Wave was aware that he had 5 fouls, because I would be surprised they'd put him out in that situation with 5 fouls. But, you know, with the injuries we have, maybe it wasn't much of a choice.
No, that's probably true. So Kansas City still with it on the power play. Wave has not been scintillating on the penalty kill so far this year, as that shot is off target. Milwaukee has only killed off 10 of 22 for 45.5%. Comets being patient here in this possession. Still 40 seconds to go with a man advantage. Gibson sends it in off the end board. Well defended by the Wave as Steinwasser chips it out and it stays in play. Sosa right back with it for KC. Same 2 teams tomorrow at Cable Dahmer Arena in Independence. 4 o'clock kickoff. And make sure to check it out on MASL TV with Nick Vassos, Eric Bergerud, bringing you the play-by-play action. Souza, I should say, with a shot.
It's only one time, Tom. You're all right. Only once.
And Perella had a good angle on that to turn it away. Souza again off the end board. Penalty expires. Wiedeback back out there. Can he get into the play? He does. Now chasing at midfield, but Comets will be able to reload. Sosa with it, so good job by Milwaukee on the penalty kill.
They got to get changes, though. Those players are still on the field, and that foul will allow them to get those changes.
Tetsani got called for the foul that time. So Andre Hayne down there taking some photo ops with the fans. Turning shot by Gerson was just off the mark as Meiser had come way out. Now Souza trying to get past Tyler Turner and bumped down. Tyler got just enough of him to put him down. There's a look at Tyler Turner, the MASL rookie, but a veteran, though, of the outdoor wars. Originally came up with Orlando City FC. He was barely 18 when he played his first game as a professional with Orlando City. Highly touted youth player coming out of Milford, Connecticut.
Let's see if the Wave can possess the ball here. 9:28 to go. Up 3.
Ian Bennett with a hat trick tonight. He also has an assist. Jonathan Pachar.
There you go. That's much, much better. Much more patient right now by the Wave.
Huffman against the board. Trying to play it out for Pachar. Knocked away. Turner will get it. Nicely done by Tyler to turn and play it out at midfield. Now to the near corner. Huffman off the inboard in front. Trying to get it there for Pachar, but he couldn't make the connection. Comets break it out of there. Gutierrez knocks it into the stands. And we've got apparently a foul behind the play called against Milwaukee. Sosa to play it in. Boy, if you're a Wave fan, there's still a lot of time left in this game. Comets certainly with the firepower to be able to come back in this one, trailing by 3. And still almost 8.5 minutes to go. Foul call on KC. I wish we had a cumulative foul count in this game, Art, because this is
a lot. It's a lot.
This has got to be one of the most we've seen, definitely in this half. I don't blame the officials though for blowing off. First of all, a lot of them have been pretty obvious. But the other thing is the way the first half ended and the tensions between the teams. I'm sure they made it a point to maybe call it a bit closer here in the second half. Steinwasser trying to go forward. What a move there by Javi. Trying to play it off the inboard. Javi coming in with the attempted back heel, but he couldn't quite finish it off. Boy, I'll tell you, that kid is exciting when he's got the ball at his feet.
Yeah, the work rate from both Steinwasser and Gordy Gerson has been exceptional here today.
LSO tripped down by Andrejos. LSO pleading for a penalty, but KC had guys back. So
this has not been an easy game to referee tonight, Tom, and both Rich Grady and Young Austin have done a really nice job. Rich Grady has developed into one of the indoor soccer's best referees. His game management, which was not the greatest when he was a young referee, has gotten so much better over the years. It's been impressive the way he controls a game.
No question. Rich is truly one of the best, and he's been through the indoor soccer wars for many years. There's no situation that Rich hasn't seen in his career. Now KC breaking it out, trying to push upfield to the near wing. That is Solario with it, Absalom Solario. I don't know if I've ever known a professional athlete with the name Absalom.
You do now.
There's some biblical context to it, but I guess we'll save that for another time. Sixth attacker, extra attacker. Hey!
And too many men.
Too many men for Kansas City. And untimely there for the Comets. Meisner went off. Okay, I believe the Kansas City bench is trying to say they only had 6. However, nobody had the 6th attacker jersey on. So is that not too many men?
I have to see it again. It appeared it was.
Anyway, we'll take our media timeout as Rian Marquez and Matt Barella talk things over. 7:04 left to go. It's Milwaukee 7, Kansas City 4. This is Wave Soccer and MASL TV.
We treat elite athletes exactly like we treat you. Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital.
40% off lenses with purchase of a frame. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
Game for 6 fouls. You see him down in the stands with Brad Beach. I thought you had to go to the locker room after a red card, but hey, little bonus time for the fans down there. I'm sure they're loving it. Anyway, 7-4 Wave leads it, 7:04 left to go. Milwaukee will go on the power play after Kansas City got called for having too many men on the field at 7:56 of the fourth period. Don't forget, our next home game and broadcast here will be Saturday, March 5th, Alumni Weekend, when the Wave hosts the Florida Tropics. How about that for a matchup, Art, on Alumni Weekend?
Well, I came back at the right time, Tom. Kansas City, then Florida. I think we get St. Louis.
St. Louis, Kansas City again, Dallas. Every game's a big game. Well, every game's a big game when Art Kramer's normally here, but they're even bigger this year for sure. So Milwaukee leading by 3 on the power play. They can be patient if they want to. The main thing is to try to use up some of this time. If you can get a goal, great, but more importantly, try to see if you can milk this clock with the 3-goal lead. Doing a good job so far. Gerson, Huffman, and had Bennett open for a moment, but then the pass deflected away. Wave 0 for 1 on the power play, and foul called against KC. Again, we don't have any the foul counts, but I got to believe there's at least a couple of guys on Kansas City who are getting close to 6 total fouls. You see Ramon Palmer not very happy with that call. Official said he grabbed the jersey, I believe. Wiedebach coming up. He'll drive it in. And nice play by
Ramon Palmer.
Ramon Palmer to break that one up. He was looking for Bennett at the far post. Wave still with plenty of time to do something here. 55 seconds on the man advantage. Ian tried to see if he could send one off Meisner back in the middle. Cleared out. Might have hit the ref, but Wave stays with it. LSO, Huffman, Derek lays it off. Wiedebach across! Oh, he had 2 guys there, but he couldn't make the connection.
Just missed Gerson flashing through the middle.
Gibson volleys it high in the air. Huffman get it. Casey has changed a couple of times on the penalty kill while Milwaukee's had the possession. 5.5 to go, and just 20 seconds on the power play, and a great defensive play there along the end board. Nacho Flores to break up that cross from Ian Bennett. Wave still with time if they hurry on this power play. LSO. Again, Bennett drives it across! Shot at a goal!
Kid Dynamite, once again, his second goal of the night. And the Wave with a huge power play goal. I think it was just 1 second before the end of the power play. Bennett, as he tried to do multiple times on that power play, slip it to the back post. That time he got it past Meisner, past Nacho Flores, and watch Gordy Gerson at the back post.
So G squared with the 2 most recent goals for the Wave. 8 on the season, also an assist for 9 points. Ian Bennett won a game tonight. His second assist on the night. He's got 8 on the year, also has the hat trick. And I would say a good nomination to possibly be our ticket king of the game. He or Perella, take your choice.
Who's that? Gordy Gerson? Gordy Gerson, Perella, Tyler Turner, Wiedebach. I mean, you can go right down the list of Wave players, and I don't think there's a clear choice. There have been so many guys having standout games here this afternoon.
Great team effort all the way around. And timeout called with 5:06 left to go. So, again, Wave will go to Kansas City tomorrow, 4 o'clock game in Independence, rematch with the Comets. They will go to San Diego on Sunday, February 27th. Art and I are still waiting for our invitations to take the team flight out there.
We're calling Craig Elston and Nate Abareo here after this game and saying, hey, Nate, come on, man. You got a spot in your apartment there, don't you? Tom and I will buy some dinners.
All right, we will take a break, come back with more. This is MASL Soccer.
Get ready to tee off like you never have before. Opening this summer on the campus of Ballpark Commons in Franklin, Lux Golf Bays. A high-tech driving range with 57 golf bays on 3 stories overlooking a 250-yard-long turf range with Doppler technology. A second-floor indoor event space for your private event or group outing. Also a heated, covered beer garden, along with 2 brand-new restaurants. Become a member, learn more, and plan your event at luxgolfbays.com.
I said apartment, but I'm sure Nate and Craig have huge houses out there in San Diego.
Plenty of pool time. Then Milwaukee goes to St. Louis on Friday, March 4th. Be right back here on the 5th to take on the Florida Tropics. 6:05 game time. Go to MilwaukeeWave.com for tickets and information. Again, the Comets with the extra attacker. So they pulled Meisner, the goalkeeper, trying to cut into this 4-goal deficit with just 5 minutes to go. Steinwasser, look at this kid come. Score, he will.
Ball hit a little seam in the turf and popped up on Javi.
And
got to know your turf.
Leo Gibson, the extra attacker, was able to cover it up. Boy, Javi just on the verge of completing a great run that time.
Both teams have expended a lot of energy in this one here today, Tom, and that's why when you play a team back-to-back, I've been there as a player many times, and here's the scenario if you're a player. Come off this physical matchup, you got to head to the airport. Guess what? You're probably on the same plane with these guys. You just played a physical battle, you got to get on the same plane, and guess what? If you're the winning team, man, that flight is so much more enjoyable than if you just got beat. But once again, Kansas City, they can't come back in this one. We know they're going to be ready to go tomorrow on their home turf.
The Cable Dahmer Arena should be fired up for the Comets tomorrow. KC at home this year is 4-0-1. They haven't lost in regulation. Their only loss on the home turf was that 6-5 overtime setback to Chihuahua last week. Chihuahua, by the way, has won 4 in a row. Don't look now, but the Savage is getting back into this playoff race.
Well, especially at their building. They figured it out in Mexico. That little tiny arena. They play fast. They're technical.
Gibson's shot is blocked. Again, Leo Gibson, the player coach on his 6th attacker. James Weber clearing downfield. You know, Weber hasn't shown up on the score sheet, Art, but he's been very active tonight. I've been very impressed with James, especially on the defensive end. Good, solid veteran player. It's great to have him back in the Wave organization. He last played with Milwaukee during the 13-14 season. So it's been a while. He and Ian both battling to send outfield. Here's Ian Bennett looking for number 4, and Gibson able to redirect.
How about those ups by Coach Leo Gibson that time?
Pretty impressive. The difference in age between Gibson and Ian Bennett is only about 3 weeks. They were both born in August of 1983. Leo a bit older than Ian, but unbelievable the spryness that each possesses at their current ages. Bennett got around Gibson, but not going to have a crack at the open net just yet. Well, does send it downfield, though. Well done by IB 26.
2 minutes to go here, Tom, and if the Wave hang on, they move in front of the St. Louis ambush in the standings. They'd have 18 points to St. Louis' 17. St. Louis does play Dallas Monday night, I believe it is.
Monday afternoon in the President's Day special.
But the Wave still has 2 games in hand following this one, so they're in very good position in terms of them in the ambush.
Perella will clear it downfield off Leo Gibson. Now less than 90 seconds to go. Wave looking to beat the Comets for the first time this season. Still 3 more meetings between the clubs, including a rematch tomorrow. That would have to be must-see TV if you're a Wave and Comets fan. 4 o'clock from the Cable Dahmer Arena with Nick Vassos and Eric Bergerud. And then the Wave goes off to San Diego on Sunday the 27th. That'll be Craig Elston and Nate Aberea. Steinwasser trying to see if he could nudge one up ahead for Bennett, but taken away. Then in St. Louis on March 4th, again, that will be alumni gathering night at the Blend in Franklin. And Paul Semick from Rock Ventures assures me the game will be on TV there for the alumni to watch. And then back here on the 5th, 6 o'clock against Florida Tropics. Go to MilwaukeeWave.com for tickets and information. We'll take a break. 42.9 to go. Wave by 4. This is MASL TV.
2022 Milwaukee Wave soccer season. PP and Abraham has been happy to support the Milwaukee Wave and the local soccer community for many years. Visit our promotional booth at select home games to get free Hupy and Abraham swag. For more information on Wave games, contests for free tickets, and other upcoming events in the community, visit hupy.com.
A brand new coffee and cocktails experience is awaiting you on the campus of Ballpark Commons in Franklin. Blend coffee and cocktails, offering a unique take on the coffee house experience. Coffee house by day, cocktail lounge by night, with a delicious breakfast and dinner menu. Learn more and start your order at blendcc.com. Calling all bartenders, baristas, and mixologists. Rock Ventures is hiring. If you're looking to make some extra money, you could start training now and be set for the summer. Email Brian C. at rocventures.org.
Ago, Wave leading the Comets 8-4. Fans have really enjoyed this one, at least the Wave fans here tonight. Talking about that next home game, Saturday, March 5th. Florida Tropics, one of the best teams in the league, Art, rolling in. It's going to be a big match, 6:05. Go to MilwaukeeWave.com for tickets. It'll be alumni night here. All alumni are here, will be introduced, and rumor has it we're going to have a halftime game on the field. I think our old buddy Jason Rienzi is thinking about playing, but he might just have to work the door. Jason actually, I believe, is going to have neck surgery in a few weeks, so probably can't actually go out and run around, but he will be working the door. I heard you might be working the door down there. So
it's good to be back with you, Tom, and Jason's up here as my spotter. He's been a great help. But no, when Florida comes to town, hopefully Florida will bring some of that Florida weather with them right now. I know my sister is watching right now in Port Charlotte, Florida, at a watch party. She says the temperature is about 75, 80 degrees in Florida right now.
Oh, man. Your sister always was a smart gal. And so, Ren, somebody picked up a 6th foul, I believe. Rian Marquez will have to exit the proceedings. So now we're even at 1 ejection apiece for 6 fouls.
So here's the question, Tom, and I probably don't know the answer. I got to think this is the first time we've seen 2 red card ejections in the same game for 6 fouls. I could be wrong, but I don't recall in watching the MASL over the last couple of years that has happened before.
No, I agree. I think it's the first time we've seen it. Each team gets one tonight. There's Mirko Sandavari going over the penalty box, but he's only got to stay there for 40 seconds, so I don't think Mirko will get too depressed. Ian Bennett looking for his 4th goal, cranking one up. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be much love lost between these teams rematching tomorrow in KC.
You're going to have to warn the pilot of whatever airline it is. Hey, this is the situation, okay? maybe Rich Grady and Austin will board the flight with them.
Here comes a blue card after Tyler Turner got wiped out in the corner. Hopefully Tyler's okay, holding his right ankle. Rian Marquez. Take a look one more time on the Wisconsin Vision Instant Replay.
I didn't see that he got Turner. Looked like he stepped in front of him. Looked like he wanted to, but didn't make contact with Turner's ankle as I could see.
So the Wave will go on the power play with 19.4 seconds left to go. There's Tyler. Hopefully going to be okay. But Tyler's had a great game tonight. Goal, an assist, and just tremendous defensive effort in the back.
So, Tom, who are you giving it to? Who's going to be the player of the game? Make the call. Many guys.
I'm going to say Ian Bennett. But there's the final. Andre Hayne from the stands, Ian Bennett from the field. And Milwaukee with a big win over the Comets, 8-4. And it looks like a little...
Gordy Gerson getting into it with Leo Gibson right now. Can we get tickets for that flight, Tom?
Oh, man. I'll tell you.
Can we get on that flight tomorrow?
I would love to be there for that one. And again, you fans can check it out on MASL TV beginning at 4 o'clock tomorrow. And I'm sure Nick and Eric will be suitably fired up for that one. So, big win for the Wave. As they win their third straight, they improved to 6-6-1, a total of 18 points. As you pointed out, Art, they now pass up the idle St. Louis Ambush by a point in the standings to move into the number 7 spot in the league's overall standings. 7 out of 12, the top 8 qualify for the playoffs. Kansas City loses their second in a row. They drop to 9-2-1, so they'll be holding at 28 points, topping the Central Division and third best in the league behind San Diego, the West leaders at 36 points, and Florida, the East leaders, at 31. And again, we're standing by for our on-field interview with our ticket king of the game. And I believe it's going to be that man right there, IB 26. So we'll get ready to send it down. Just a moment here. All right, let's send it down to Van McNeil. All right, Van. And again, congrats to Ian Bennett, our ticket king of the game. Although he was just a headliner on a great team effort tonight, Art. Huge win. Great game to have you come back and join us here. And we'll certainly look forward to our next game, March 5th, the Alumni Knights, and the big matchup against the Florida Tropics.
Great game for the Wave to start the second half of the season. And once again, right now, 17 points in their last 7 games. The Wave's back as well.
All right. So again, we'd like to thank the rest of our production crew here at Panther Arena. Paul Simic, our director. Ian Thompson, our producer. There's the graphic for our next home game. Wave to the past when the Florida Tropics come on Saturday, March 5th, 6:05 p.m. Again, the alumni gathering at the Blend in Franklin the night before, when the Wave will be in St. Louis playing. Go to MilwaukeeWave.com for tickets and information. Until then, for Art Kramer, Tom Witt wishing you a good one. So long, everybody. You've been watching Wave Soccer on MASL TV.